Hello everyone, we are live. It's session 19 of Echoes of the Forgotten. As we do every week, we shall have Darian explain what happened. So let's begin with the recap.
Last time on Echoes, the party started their journey from Tide's Favor, hoping to finally settle their payment with Zero/Azeroth. The roads were a lot safer on this side of the continent, and at the moment, and since the forest was now not abducting people as often, their travel was unmolested. After many days on the road, the party entered the Amarician Empire, and soon after they arrived at Duskview, the city of luxury for those who could afford it. They got rooms to stay and then split up. Christine went to buy some fancy rings, Chef Girl ID got a nice long bath, Osiris went book shopping, and Selena went hunting after more potential info about a trial in the city. Eventually, this led to they found a lead which led to a sectioned off area of the Duskbloom Fields, which they decided to get permission to view instead of just breaking in. They all went to rest, and the night was full of strange dreams, but no one decided to mention them to each other at all, or anyone else. The plan to talk to the Baroness was set in motion, and after a bit of convincing and a little bullying, Selena was allowed to speak with the Baroness alone. Luckily, she managed to get permission to enter the fields, and the party then set about forging the document to make doubly sure they weren't going to get arrested if more than just Selena went to investigate. Osiris and Anix went to prep the wagon in case things went bad, and the rest went to investigate the potential trial. They broke into the underground area and found a workshop of sorts, though so old that almost everything was either broken, rusted, or both. With some hunting around, they found a lockbox that contained a few glowing weapons and arrows, and a vial of Duskbloom extract, though no trial revealed itself. Giving up, they left and headed back for the night. Everyone rested. The dreams were strange yet again. Still no one talked about them. Beginning the final stretch to Endivine, they made their way down the road, until they were accosted by a farmer who was calling for help. They chose to help and investigate an apparent monster that attacked his cows, finding only half a body and lots of blood. The monster, or stirs, appeared to have left already. The party chose to stick around and help, and they waved down some passing guards along the road, and one eventually left to go get more help. But for now, the party sets about making their preparations with the remaining light they have, and hopefully deal with the beasts on the morrow.
Yeah, and that's where we left off. We've given inspiration to Selena, Osiris, and Chef Girl ID for this episode. So, yeah. It's probably around 3 or 4 p.m. at this point, as one of the guards has head off back to wherever they came from to go get reinforcements. You've chosen to stay on the farm. What exactly are you guys doing?
I feel like we were discussing trying to round the remaining livestock up, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. I believe Osiris suggested that we could try to get them all rounded up, and that way make it easier for us to see if anything else happens, if they come back, sort of thing.
That was a suggestion by me, I remember.
And I believe Artie was being stubborn and laying in the cart.
Still, what are you doing? You got a few hours left of the daylight of light, and you have a slightly broken pen full of cows, and other pens that aren't broken, full of more cows. There's the farmer himself, Old Will, his wife. He has his 2 sons, who are both got horses nearby, and they have a few farmhands around as well. And then there's the two remaining guards.
Okay, Anix will sit down and let the imp fly around looking for things. He doesn't seem to spot anything for however long you keep this up.
I feel like the best thing to do, other than just trying to round the cows up on our own with our 0 farming skills, would be to discuss this with the farmer and see whether or not we can get the sons to help us whilst we bodyguard them. That's just an idea.
Yeah, I assumed that was what route we were going with.
Because I don't think I'd know anything about cattle.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the first time I've probably seen a cow.
Look, these weird bovine creatures.
Oh, I've seen pictures of these.
Oh god. yeah, like I mean, I feel like Christine was probably just like sort of listening between the conversations between the two of them, and just more so trying to keep her focus on whether or not things are coming close to people, like not just looking out to the distance. And yeah, it's just kind of keeping an eye out at the moment, at least.
Man, the alarm spell will be nice right about now.
Yeah.
It's a good spell.
Well, I might approach the farmer and just be like, we feel like maybe we should move all of the cattle into one space. That way we can sort of keep an eye on them better.
I get where you're coming from, but I have a lot of cattle. Do you want me to, like, do you mean from all my pastures or just that one?
If we do that, then you're just putting more at risk.
Also, you can't really keep that many. Some of them, we got males and females separated. We got calves with mothers. It'd be a lot of hassle moving all of them together into the one field.
I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea about this sort of stuff, but maybe just some of the surrounding ones? That way we can keep an eye on those. This feels like they attacked in this area.
Yes, I'm sorry to say, but all of the pastures are surrounding us.
We can maybe try moving some from the north fields to the south fields, but I don't really know how many we're going to be able to move by the morning. It takes a while to get cows moving, unfortunately. We can try. We'll do some. And immediately he stops and quickly looks around and finds the other son, the one who's not talking, and waves him over and starts going, all right, gather a few men, try to start moving some of the outer herds to the southern fields. Try to get them more closer in at least, but don't move them to the new ones. And at least a few men head off and start riding away. And
maybe we should go with them.
If you want, I got a spare horse or two. Do you know how to ride?
Yes.
Well, and he points you in the direction of a little area. It's like a little run from where you are. It's like a barn and a few other structures. And when you go over there, you see a stable with 2 or 3 horses that aren't currently saddled. But one of the sons can go help you quickly saddle it up.
Yeah, I would know nothing about saddling them. I only know about riding. And even then, it's amateur level.
Yeah, so
Still better than 0.
yeah, if people want to go and head off with the farmhands and the younger of the 2 sons to check on the furthest herds, they have 3 spare horses.
What about are we able to sort of ride double on a horse, or is it?
Depends on the weight distribution and who's going with
Yeah.
you.
I will walk with them. I doubt the horses will hold my weight.
Yeah.
When you go to walk, the older son, the one who's staying behind, is like, probably better if you just stay here, man. It's a bit of a ride. It's about 30 minutes to the furthest pastures on horseback. If you were to walk all the way out there and then come back when they're done, you'll be getting back well past night.
This is just precautionary anyway. If anything really does come up that's too strong, we can just ride away.
I still don't know if it's good to go by yourself, though.
Well, come with me then.
Yeah. I just don't know how to ride.
You can go on the back. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just sort of follow along.
Is anyone else gonna come with?
I'm gonna go on the assumption I have not heard any of this.
Yeah, if you're chilling by the wagon, you got no clue because the wagon's in front of the house.
In the wagon.
Yeah, the wagon's in front of the house, and the others are behind. The bound everything are past the house, so you don't even know that's going on.
Yep, no, that's fair.
Annex, if you're looking through the imp, you can't hear anything, but you can at least see the people, them running over towards the barn, and Annex and Selena and Christine about to hop on a horse. So if you want to head over there, you can.
Or you get auditory senses as well.
But it's a good 60 feet above you all.
Yeah, if the imp is searching around the area with if she's searching around in general, it's at least 60 feet up. If she's searching around where the cows were, it's a couple 100 feet away.
Yeah.
Would she have sent both sensors or just the one?
You have to send both, I'm pretty sure.
It has to be both?
I'm
Yes.
pretty sure.
because I think that you actually make yourself blinded and deafened.
Okay, so you'll send the imp with them. That's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm assuming he'll just fly invisibly because he can.
Yeah, just because you can.
So is it just
So two sisters?
Two sisters.
Yeah.
It
Alright.
takes about 45 minutes to get. To
I'll say,
the
Selena,
center.
I want Selena make an animal handling check.
Okay.
Just to see how uncomfortable it is for Christine.
Yep. That's fair.
Understandable.
Have a nice day.
So for your first time riding on a horse, Christine, because you've never ridden on a horse before, you're sitting on like the back half of the saddle. It's one of the least comfortable things you've done in your life.
That makes 100% sense because she probably would have been trained in just like trotting and like just the standard like she would have got to like trotting at that point to like do the whole like motion. Cantering, she probably has no freaking clue. Like she'd be holding on for dear life.
You're trying
Yeah,
to,
no, she 100% is holding on for dear life.
You're
At this
trying
point.
to match their pace, but you have to slow down, and when you slow down, everyone slows down. So it takes
The joys of like
45 minutes.
sorry, you go.
It takes about 45 minutes to get everyone there because they move as slow as their slowest horse. You see,
What are the rest of you all doing while this is happening, quickly?
There's also a couple of dogs with you, like that are making pace, following behind.
Well, after being shut down to walk, I suppose I'll do a perimeter of the current paddock that we're in.
You're at the homestead.
Yeah, I assume that they brought whatever cattle had broken out of broken pen closer to the ones surrounding the homestead. Because the homestead would be, I imagine, in the property.
Well, it was like a little. It wasn't only recently. Like there are still cows in the broken pen. They haven't moved those ones yet because they're the closest to the homestead.
Oh, okay.
Because yeah, that was like when Old Will got your attention. That was when they were attacked, and it's only been about 2 hours since then. 3 hours since then, yeah. Shit's recent. So yeah, if you're like, yo, I'm gonna go have a look at a surrounding, they're just like, cool. Do you want one of our guys to go with you, or you just want to go on your own? And one of the guards is like, I'll come with him. Like starts wandering up with you.
I'm gonna have to apologize because my Discord's been fucky and it dropped like every 6th word.
Nice. Basically, the farmers are asking if you want anyone to go with you, like any of the hands or one of the sons to go with you to at least make sure you know like what's where, one of the guards is offering also to go with you.
By all means.
Yeah, the older son will go with you, and what seems like the more senior of the two guards who are remaining.
And I'll head out and do a perimeter search.
Let me show you what we've got then.
So this is like what it looks like. This is where you were before. This is the damaged pasture, the area.
I see, yeah.
But yeah, this is just sort of a visual representation. Like you can see, there's the fence that has been obviously broken by whatever creatures they were. The dark brown parts are about 10 feet below as it banks down into the river itself. Yeah.
You have Mosh with you. As you're looking around, you see a whole bunch of cows. Says the door slamming.
Anything you want to do out here?
I don't know why, but the first thing that came to mind was cow tipping.
Wrong time of day. Well, night.
Are these cows and steroids? Why are the cows and steroids? Cows
Oh
are
my.
big.
Big boys.
Yeah, cows aren't small. They're like
Not that
horse-sized.
big.
Well, that's the scale for a large creature.
They're so cute.
Yeah. Anything you want to do out here, or are you just having a look around?
I'm just mostly having a look around.
Okay. You spend some time wandering. The guard with you is also like checking out like anything when you're going places. He's like checking the perimeter and trying to get like an idea of what will be a good place to hold if things happen and when the more men come back, where they can set up some patrols and things. the son who's with you is like talking about like, yeah, this is the current field we got him in. It's the we just rotated them out of that field, and he points to one that's like a little ways down, but they've already eaten all the grass over there. So if we were to move them over there, like back over that way, they'd probably just get hungry, and then, well, fences only hold them for as long as they're happy.
No, I get that. Was there much livestock trade in the Concord?
In Concord, not cows.
Fish mainly.
A lot of fish. The lizard folk, because of their area, is very swampy. Occasionally, things like crocodiles, snakes, or alligators, whichever one the fuck shows up in a swamp. Who gives a shit? Stuff like that. Large lizards, but no cows. And there's always chickens, because everywhere has chickens.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Off the... Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Let's say if the others aren't doing anything back at the homestead, there's we can jump across the girls on horseback. The sisters.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing anything. That just really leaves Danix's body.
Yes.
Which is like, Alex, your eyes and ears are currently like a few hundred feet away from your body. How does that feel?
Actually, I feel like isn't there a distance limit?
It's like one. It's like it's 1,000 feet.
I'm pretty sure.
I forget.
Unless you are specifically the Warlock Pact of the Chain, that it's like as long as you're on the same plane.
Mm,
100 feet.
that's like an invocation.
100 feet is
Yeah, through their eyes.
telekinesis. That is telepathy.
I forget.
Yeah, I think at some point she loses the
I'm a Google.
loses the senses.
I assume, like, as he himself anyway, he can just be able to come because he knows what he's doing. Like, he can just still come quickly. But yeah, it just depends on like senses.
But yeah, as the girls are trekking, you're going further down the pastures. As you're getting further and further out, the stone fences become more and more wood. You learn that it's easier to upkeep wooden fences, so it's the further away ones, because if you're down there during these paddocks, you're usually there for all day, so you might as well fix stuff up while you're there.
Yeah.
So they're wooden, and when you get to the pasture, you see there's probably a good 50 or so cows.
Yeah, but quick count be 50 to 60 in this particular pasture. But as you've been riding, you've been passing others as well. Some of them, like, you'll just ride past the pasture and just don't stop. Others you see off on the other side of the road. But there's like anywhere from 50 to 80 cows in any of these pastures you're passing. You remember Old Will said he has about 300 cattle total.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of cow.
You
That's
see
cow.
as you enter from the road gate, two of the farmhands ride straight south towards the farm, towards the farmstead. What looks like one of the fences where there's a large gate, and you see as the 3 or 4 dogs that are with you start trying to manipulate the herd to get moving, or to bunch up at least.
Hey, what are you all doing while they're setting about doing their job?
I would like to just sort of roll a perception just to see. Like, I just want to do like a good scan of that.
Yeah, make a
See
perception
if
check.
there's anything risky around or out of place. What is it? Nah, I'm gonna re-roll that.
You're spending your inspiration to reroll?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Probably for naught, but I don't care.
Alright. And Christine, what are you doing?
Annoyingly enough, I don't really have a lot of like sort of useful things at the moment. So I feel like it's one of those things again where like, yeah, she's just gonna have to keep her eye out because I feel that's the best she can do with what tools she has at the moment.
Alright, then you can make a perception if you'd like as well.
Particularly noting if there's like any like sort of dug up ground or something like that in particular. 19.
Okay. You would spend some time. I'm assuming like one of you, Selena stays on the horse. Christian, you probably hop off because your legs, it's not comfortable. Yeah, riding for about 45 minutes like that is just, you're walking with, you're stretching your legs out a bit. But yeah, you go for a bit of a walk. One of you heads one way, the other goes the other, staying within a little ways of each other, but spreading out so you can see more. Selena, you notice that while a lot of the cows are being like moved around and stuff, like it's not a perfect art. You can't move these animals. Like it's not like they're obeying commands. They're mainly doing it because it's
They're not
herding
like
skill.
sheep.
Yeah,
Cows are more obstinate.
you have to pretty much. It's a lot more of convincing them to go this way instead of just like forcing them out of fear.
Yeah.
But they're getting to work to it. You notice this area being a bit further to the east. Directions, not math. Being a bit further to east, the road itself is still in like same conditions, but it's further away from the river. The river itself comes east and starts bending a bit to the northeast. So you can barely see the bank from even the most northern part of this pasture. And Christine, you're looking around trying to find any tracks or furrows from when these things dug. You don't seem to find any though. So you have a feeling that whatever those creatures were more near the homestead, they haven't come this far east, at least this far. And you guys are at the furthest pasture from the homestead.
That's still
that's
good
promising.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably sort of relay that information to whoever comes past first. Just is sort of saying like there hasn't seemed to be anything similar to the banks we saw. Most likely haven't reached here yet, and probably if anything going to go most likely following a line from where we first saw them. Probably where was we saw them? We saw them to the was it? I may be mistaken. Was it just like northwest or something like that? Or was it south?
For what? The homestead?
The homestead's in the south.
No. Where we first
southwest.
Southwest. That's what I thought. So yeah, like my assumption, like I'm just sort of throwing out there, is that maybe that
That's where they probably like.
they're going to start there and then sort of expand outwards looking for stuff.
Possibly.
Yeah. I sort of just relay the information to like if one of the farmers come past, I'll just probably relay it to them, like, or if Selena will relay it to her, like, sort of thing. Just an idea.
Yeah. You did the farmer, like the farmhands, like the son who's with you. He's just like, okay, that's mine to find, miss. Good to know if these ones will be safe. That's good. Should we still move them closer to the farms to the homestead though?
I feel like at least probably a bit more to the east, maybe.
It was almost time to rotate these ones anyway, so it's not a big deal for us. Just gotta replan the pasture. That's Dad's job, and he just says he like does a whistle out to the other farmhands, and then some of them whistle back, and then they continue their work.
Yeah, and then they're just going back to just probably keep just walking around while Selena's doing her own thing.
Yeah, are you two doing anything while they're driving the herd, or are you just keeping your eyes out?
Just keeping my eyes out for now. I don't really know what I'm doing with like cattle herding, and
Okay.
there's not much else to do. I'm like really trying to focus on just anything out of sorts.
Okay, well you go.
Well, just because I know I can't really like sort of create like a connection to the creature through a lot of my spells, it's probably the same thing, just most likely keeping eyes out and waiting. Yeah.
In my mind, I'm here to protect the farmhands. So if I don't if I stop and like don't pay attention to anything around, then they might pop up and attack, and I might miss it.
Okay. Well, you spend some time like moving around, keeping your eyes out. You're both keeping very heavy look. You notice a few of the farmhands are also like nervously looking around, but they get the herd together and they start pushing it down near the road. They don't walk it on the road, but it's like they have their own separate road next to it. It's within their fence line, and they start driving the cows that way. And it takes like 2 and a bit hours to get back from the pasture as they're driving these cows into a new pen.
Yeah.
So yeah, eventually after like 2 and a bit hours, you guys are returning back to the homestead. Osiris, you can easily have come back as well in that time if you'd like. You're looking at about 8 p.m. by the time. Oh, actually, it's an hour. It's 5 o'clock. Yeah, you're looking at about 7:38 by the time you guys are getting back.
Roughly what time did we first rock up here?
Like 1 o'clock.
Okay.
But yeah, the sun is officially, by the time you return to the homestead, the sun is down. Sunset has passed, but you can see the vague edges of light still on the horizon.
Because I had Mage Armor cast.
It'll still be up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna use up my spell slot because that's been put back on for some reason now, so I'll just, like, take that off. I guess I'd have, like, an hour of that left over.
Yeah, anyone... Oh. You go.
I was going to say you can also convert sorcery points to spell slots anyway, so if
Cool.
you're not using them.
Annex, how long do you keep the imp watching them? Was it watching like the whole time and you stuck in the eyes the whole time, or would you eventually get bored and like pull it back to yourself? Actually, no, never mind. After like 30 minutes, you lose. Actually, like after 20 minutes, you like lose the connection anyway. So you have like 2.5 hours before the imp comes back within range for you to be able to communicate with them and stuff. So yeah, what do you do? What do you do to pass the time? All right, so you're just keeping your eye out at the homestead. Cool, easy. After a few hours, everyone reconvenes back at the homestead. The guard who's with you, Osiris, he immediately goes over to the other one and just starts like talking, like just off to the side, so you can't really tell what they're talking with unless you wanted to move close to try to eavesdrop on them.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, and Old Will is like looking at you all as you're back. Is like, so, what are we gonna do? Like, what's the plan there? Come on, you don't want to keep an old man waiting.
I assume we wait for them to come back.
Yeah. Given they dig and all that, I don't think we can really go out after them. I don't really have any dogs that dig that much. But like, are we just gonna sit around here? Do you have anything else? I guess we can. It's a bit dark now, so we can't really do anything today. But is there anything you'll need tomorrow?
I don't speak for everyone else, but I personally don't need anything in particular.
Well, you're welcome to stay here. I don't really have any room in the house, but the barn has hay. It's a bit soft and sleeping on the ground.
I think that's
I
not
just-
a bad idea.
Sort of turned to everyone else because I have a bed with me always.
I am the bed.
I mean, that's perfectly fine. If we just take turns on watch and keep an eye out from where they were coming from before, then yeah.
Yeah, you eventually head back. It's the same. It's right near where you dropped the horses off when you came back.
Yeah.
Unless anyone else wants to do anything, you can all head up there, reconvene, and potentially rest for the night if no one has anything else they want to do.
No, I don't have anything I want to do at the moment.
Cool.
I'm good.
All right. Then night comes, and everyone settles down to rest. It's definitely more comfortable than sleeping on the hard road, but it's not as comfortable as a soft bed.
It's scratchy.
It's itchy, yeah. You wake up itchy. Everyone except Osiris and Annex, because your feathers do protect you quite a bit from this.
Are we taking watch turns?
Yeah, if you, it's up to you guys. Do you want to take a watch?
Yes, I would like to take a watch.
Certainly. I
Yeah.
have my dark vision carrots ready.
Cool.
I'm happy to take like middle watch.
I'll take whatever allows me to watch the sunrise. So,
All right, so you'll be on
probably
last watch. Yep. Easy way. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
All right, cool. Roll your perception check. So, Annex, if you want, it's either going to be probably last, actually, because the sun's already set. So you'll be with Chef. Okay. So with a 9, you don't see much as everyone else settling down to sleep. you find a nice point a bit higher up because there's the hay loft above it, and it's got windows up there for when they want to get things in and out of the loft. And you sit there and you gaze to the north for a while, you move over, gaze to the south for a while, but nothing really catches your eye.
I don't know how much passive's going to play into it, but it is higher than that.
So passive is like when you're not actively trying to look.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's like passive perception is just your constant awareness, but when you're actively looking for something, then that's when you get active perception, and you lose the passive because you're kind of like tunnel visioning yourself.
No worries.
Either way, it's a dark night. You look around. You see birds fly, or like whatever birds flying around at night. You hear an owl at one point. It's like the really weird owls that scream. But other than that,
Me of home.
yeah. Other than that, your watch passes uneventfully. Who's going second?
Second, I may as well do second.
Alright. So you roll your perception.
Oh, I'm rolling like crap tonight.
Similar. Your watch is the same with your dark vision. You're able to at least see for a little bit. The black and white doesn't really help everything going on, but nothing really eventful so far as you can tell. The wind picks up a bit at one point. You hear that same owl, though you don't know it's the same one, just screams, which probably spooks you until you see it fly past. Have you ever heard an owl scream? They're horrible.
It's night.
I don't think
fuel.
I've had.
It's got them adorable.
No, it's not. Owls screaming is not adorable.
They are.
They sound like
adorable,
nightmare
yeah.
creatures.
Yeah, they're not good.
They're fucking adorable creatures, but they sound like they're from the 8th layer of hell.
No, I don't think I've
We
heard
haven't
that.
written that yet.
You haven't written that? Is it going to be an owl now?
Maybe on the 8th level now. But yeah, you don't notice anything that catches your eye a lot. You notice at this point, actually, the lights in the house are all out. So anyone who was awake in the house as well, they're probably going to bed.
Okay.
Who's up third?
I guess that'll probably be me.
This is basically the 2 a.m. till 4 to 5 a.m. mark.
I'll take that.
Yeah, they're not quite sunrise. So roll your perception.
Nice.
Nice. Roll a wisdom saving throw.
Didn't even allow me to say something.
Do you want to re-roll it?
No, I wasn't.
And your tides of chaos while you're at it.
No, I
Just-
wasn't going to.
I wish.
She doesn't have reason to use it right now.
Okay, you don't fall asleep,
Okay.
but you're really caught up in your own head and you don't really pay attention to anything going on,
Yeah.
which I feel is pretty accurate for your own mental state for your character.
To the point where Chef is tapping you on the shoulder because it's her turn to watch.
Yep,
Yeah,
Chef and Alex.
I feel like I'm looking out, but it's like a blank stare outwards, and also just internal thinking of sort of if they're mostly around there's not much up here. Are they mostly sort of spreading outwards in a sort of radius, maybe sort of going from here to here, just trying to use some kind of knowledge to at least guess, but it's
Yeah,
just
like
sort of
you're-
internal thought.
You're thinking so much about it that you're not really paying attention.
Yeah.
All right. And then your watch comes to an end, and Chef and Annex, it's your turn. You can either make one check each, or one of you can roll with advantage.
I'd probably just assist in Annex looking.
All right, so Annex, you can make the roll with advantage.
Oh.
Oh, nope, she wants to give you the advantage.
So do I, so it doesn't make a difference.
No.
Okay, I guess I'll just...
Oh, there we go. Chef rolled. Oh, a 10.
Oh.
Hey, the sun's risen. You see a few of the farmhands getting up already and starting to get out. They seem to start their work very early in the morning. Almost once the sun, as the sun breaks the horizon, they're already getting up and getting to work.
The lights
And
in
you
the
see
house turn on earlier.
Yep. But you don't really notice anything of interest. The owl seems to have moved on, so you don't get spooked by that.
Aw.
Probably found something to eat and went off to wherever the hell it's nesting. Though it's not even nesting time of year, so who cares?
We don't know the nesting time of owls.
I'm saying it's currently not. Yeah, it's not the time of year for it now, though. That was a couple months ago, actually. So yeah, what do you all wake up in the morning? It's 7 a.m. and people in the farm are already getting up and getting to work. What are you all gonna do?
I'm gonna lean against the outside, not the barn door itself, but the doorway, like just beside that. I'm gonna lean against that and eat a ration.
Yeah, you all munch. Everyone can knock off one ration because you'll all need to eat.
That's how usually that works.
That's how I'm spending my morning.
I'm gonna go do another pass by of what I searched around yesterday.
What was it, sorry?
I'm gonna do another perimeter search I did yesterday to see if anything had happened or anything went missing.
Yep, so you...
Can I assist with that?
Absolutely. Anyone can go if they want to.
Do I remember how many cows there were?
It's,
Do you have keen mind on cows?
I have a intelligence score that's
Cow
more than a
mind.
flat 10.
It's
pretty good.
You can recognize it. Yeah.
there's you can look around and be like, yeah, there's cows. They've moved around a bit. They do that. They just kind of drift aimlessly. But like this pasture probably had like 60 cows initially, minus however many were eaten. So there's a decent number of cows still in the pasture.
You don't know what the cow's aim is. You can't say that they're aimless.
Yes,
They
I
might be
can.
thinking about
Cows
stuff.
are stupid.
We are the
Planning things.
we are the GMs. We can say exactly what they're thinking. This
thinking
cow,
about
Ask the
grass. Oh my god.
cow 20, this one here is thinking about grass. Cow
Yeah.
cow 17 also thinking grass. 23 is going grass. Not 11 though. 11's going cud. Slightly
Yeah,
different
the
than
best
grass.
voice.
Bit more refined.
No, not really. It's a bit more gross. It's regurgitated grass.
Best stomach grass.
No, a bit more refined. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, you come here. If anyone else is coming as well, it's the two of you come up. Nothing much has changed though in this early morning.
Maybe they are only really attack at that specific time that they attacked before. Maybe that's like their feeding time.
So the real question is, how long do you want to stay and wait for them?
I'm quite happy to do a day.
So
I
we'll do
imagine
one
they'll
more run
probably
of
do
this.
At least until like more guards manage to get here. So they are sending for help.
Did they send for help?
Yeah. if you
There were
guys
3
can-
guards. One of them left yesterday, riding down the road.
That'll probably take a while though. Depending on what's nearby.
Because we hadn't taken this path last time to get to where we're going, did we?
Nope.
You went from the from the south to north. This is going east. It's going west to east.
Ironically, everyone here didn't take this path because even when Annex came through here, she went from north to south. So she didn't pass through here either.
Yeah.
And there's no like large structures in the distance to like depict a city.
You're 3 days out of one city and 2 days to the next city.
Okay. Yes, I imagine it will take.
Yeah, was just having a look around.
Yeah.
Yeah, this early in the morning, being about 7 a.m., about 7:30 by the time you walk over here and get a good look around, it's still early. The cows seem a little annoyed that you, like one of the cows you walk a bit closer just looks up at you with that blank yet slightly aggressive look that cows give people.
It's a bit rude.
Have you met a cow? Like they're either
No.
they're either field puppies or they're assholes.
I've not met a cow, no.
The cow hears in its mind, "Try it, bitch."
It doesn't speak any languages, so it doesn't work.
No, but it still hears that.
Yeah, it moos. All right, yeah. Everyone else, well, will you guys return after a bit? You have the morning to do stuff. Or are you gonna moo it?
You can't put a pun in that.
Yeah, your ass is grass, and I'm gonna moo it.
Yes, you can.
No. No. No.
But you go, if you want a different angle, you go, your ass is grass, and I'm hungry for cud.
Oh,
That's a bit of a
no.
different turn, though.
Don't like that.
Oh my god.
That's illegal.
But yeah, what are you all doing? It's a big question of like, are you guys doing anything to prepare for the day? How are you keeping an eye out? What are you doing?
I probably like once it gets to a certain point. We rocked up before you said 1 o'clock.
Around 1 is when you guys got here. A little bit before, yeah.
Okay, so there is a chance that they'll start like that might be like kind of their hunting time. Who knows? That's just a guess. I might prepare a mage armor just in case.
Okay.
So they're back, like in the, I guess, barn/house area.
It's up to them. Do they want
The
to
cows
stay there?
or you all?
Okay, no, I just wasn't sure if you meant like they came back there or if it was.
The cows are still in that same pasture. Like, none of them have appeared to walk through the broken hole in the fence. Given it looks like they have a lot of trouble getting back up, you'd think that they don't always walk down there. Though some cows are stupid. Who knows? And the people in the house, like, they're already getting to work. You don't see Old Will himself, but you've seen, if you're watching it, you've seen both of his sons leave in a bunch of farmhands, all get on horses and head out because they have work to do. And you see one of the two guards. Who knows what the other one is?
I would
Probably
have
the hands.
not gone back, and I would have kept just walking the entire paddock. I know it'd take hours and everything, but I just want to have a look around.
Probably head back to the guard and just like the other guard that went away. Will they be getting back up?
Hopefully. That's why we sent him away, but it's the nearest town, still 2 days' ride normally. Well, for you guys, I'm turning into Southern every accent now.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. The nearest town is 2 days ride. They're moving pretty hard, so hopefully they'll be here sooner, but we just gotta hold out.
Oh, that's fine. So the first attack was around 1 o'clock. It could just be random, but I'm thinking maybe we should just keep our eyes peeled around that time.
I've already got my my other one, my other subordinate. He's already out there having a look around. He'll keep an eye out. In a few hours, he looks up at the sun, like in the direction of the sun. He goes, in a few hours, I'll take his place. We're not going to leave that place observed. That's the word. Yeah.
That's the location where...
Yeah, the pasture. If they're going to come back, they're going to come back in the same place, hopefully.
Yeah, at least in the same direction.
You know, you all don't have to be here. It's our job. You're just travelers. You can just travel on if you want.
I don't think I could leave without constantly worrying. Who knows how many of these things there are.
That's fair. I understand. It's the same thing that got me to eventually become a guard.
Well, I'm happy to... Maybe when you head out towards the pasture, I might come with you.
Easy. I'll give a holler when I head off. And he's like... He's isn't wearing armor or anything. He's just like settled down. You notice they made their bedrolls closer to the road. There's like a little shed down there where your cart was parked. The previous day, they basically set up like 2 bedrolls next to the shed. Yeah. He's just there with like a bag. He's very slowly getting his gear on and like taking his time because he knows he has it.
I think I'd like... Otherwise, I'll probably just sort of wait around, like, keep an eye out.
So, is anything specific going to happen between the 5 to 6 hour gap?
Not for me.
Probably not for me. Like, I feel like at first I'd probably try to, like, follow along and do stuff, but then, like, after probably, like, 3-4 hours, I'd like start to just sort of doubt that we're really doing much, and probably just go back to like the cart and then all that, and just wait.
As long as nothing jumps me while I'm out.
I'll remind everyone that it is like still more than a 10-minute walk from the homestead to this pasture. So if you're all at the homestead and Osiris is out here by himself,
I'd probably end up going with Selena, like at that time, because it makes sense. But otherwise, yeah, like I probably would just go to that sort of resting, just waiting for that time to come.
Yep, and Chef and Annex.
To kill time, is the wife still at the homestead?
Yep. If you head in, like they don't mind you coming in. She's just like cleaning up after whatever morning like food she was cooking, taking care of her baby.
Time, I'll probably head in and just ask politely if she needs any help with, I guess, house chores.
She's like, I can't possibly trouble you with that. You got so much important stuff to do. I can handle all in here.
Get the feeling we'll be here a while, so I'd much rather help if I can.
Well, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth if you want to help out.
Just
have it your way.
What needs to be done.
Yeah, she just like lets you know a few of the chores she has to do, which is like sweeping the house, cleaning up after breakfast and stuff.
Prep for lunch.
And yeah, which you probably the thing you're best at is the prep for lunch part.
I'll help with. I'll probably sweep, but then I'll help out with the lunch prep.
All right.
As the two of you are by the pasture, the other guard, who was been there the entire time as Cyrus, walks over. So, where's your group going?
My group?
Yeah, the people you came with? Before you got stopped to help here?
We were going to Andavine?
Andavine, yeah.
Yeah.
We were heading in the direction of Andavine.
Oh, that's cool. Just business, pleasure?
Business, very much business.
Okay. Sort of just sitting there, tries to make awkward small talk the entire time, but is just sort of leaning up against the fence, cleaning his boot heel from like mud and manure that's been left behind.
Does he have any like shabby shit on him?
The guard? Not really.
Yeah, like worn, torn. No. Well.
Most of his clothes look like travel worn, but not like he has no tears in his outfit or anything. It's just like his clothes look a bit dirty from a day, like from the probably last couple days of riding a horse and sleeping on the road.
Okay.
Same as you guys used to look like until you got a cart.
Yeah.
Hey, I have prestidigitation. I like tidy people at the end of the day.
And at the start of the day.
You
Yes.
tidied their clothes,
Constant
you wouldn't
rituals.
tidy them.
We have a Selena shower.
Yeah, instead of a shower, it's just
Have a
Selena
Selena
casting a
washing
shower.
machine, you don't have a Selena shower.
Yeah, that's a washing
Your
machine's.
bodies.
She cleans your
Not that
clothes,
generous.
not your bodies.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, precipitation gets the dirt off of your skin.
Not in my world. Take a fucking bath.
Fuck you, take a bath.
It's only so much I can take off. You still
Yeah,
stink.
of course, yeah. Of course. It's like a half shower.
But yeah, he tries making awkward small talk. I'm assuming you don't help him in that situation.
I mean, I'll return generic small talk, and during those awkward moments when nobody's really talking about anything, I'll just casually play a tune.
Since you're staying out here the entire time, roll lost perception, you and Annex. You can either use the imps or your own mem. You don't have an imp stat block, do you?
She got a 19 though, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll say at about 10 or 11 a.m., that's when the older guard starts heading over, and he goes and lets Selena know first, and they start making their way here. When they get here, the other guard who's with you, Osiris, is like, okay, bye. Just starts walking back towards the house.
Before.
Take it easy, buddy.
Before I head off, like I'd let people know, like I'd let Christine and Artie know that I'm heading out if they wanted to come with.
I said I would say, yeah.
Good. Have fun.
Okay, so everyone except Artie is now basically over by the pasture.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, as the two of you, as Osiris and as Valorian is flying, or a little Valorian Junior is flying around, having a gander. Osiris, you don't really notice a lot yourself. You do notice that the cows start like wandering randomly, but they even though some of them wander towards the north, the majority of the herd stays far to the south side of the paddock.
Oh.
It's like that's where they got attacked from. You can assume it's because a lot of them are too scared to head up to the north side of the paddock where they were attacked.
Ah.
Up here, you can either assume either the brave or the stupid cows.
I'm gonna go with brave.
I'm gonna go with the latter rather than the former.
I'm gonna go with both. You can be brave and stupid.
But yeah, they're the ones wandering
Don't
around.
help me.
I'm a stupid coward. The best kind.
Best kind.
After like a few more hours still, this is approaching around 12 o'clock. This is where everyone's here at this point except for RD. As you're flying around with Valorian Mim, you're the first one to spot the ground over near where the body of the dead cow is still sitting there. The ground tears up, and you watch one of these creatures. AJ, if you'll show the image again.
Oh Christ.
Not there, like down by the riverbed. You watch one of them tear up over there, and then a second, then a third,
And then a fifth.
then a 4 and 5.
Oh,
As you see 5 of these, as they were crab bugs, pop up out of the ground by the riverbank. They look around, chittering a bit and swaying, and eventually, all but 2 of them dive back down underground. The 2 who are remaining start making their way up the riverbank, very slowly. It's like it takes them a little bit. They half walk, half crawl up the riverbank. What are you doing, Annex? You have no sound or sight around you, but you can see these through Valorian's eyes.
She said she'd yell.
Yell straight for Osiris. Yep, fair. Osiris. Annex is yelling at you.
What's she yelling? Just or what?
That's up to Annex.
Ah.
Feel like, are you quite alright?
Okay, so I'll turn to the guard. All right, there. Look, do we? How? Crap! She can't hear me.
Nope. Unless she chooses to bring her eyes and ears back, she can't hear you.
Okay, all right. I'll turn to the guard. I suppose we should. Actually, you run for the others.
To the guard?
No, that's
Did-
probably easier. Fuck.
I'll say,
God.
at this point of day, everyone except Chef Girl RD is here. And one of
Oh,
the other
they're here.
guards. Yeah. The only person not here is Chef and one of the 2 guards.
I did not see everyone in the corner because I was looking up.
That's okay.
Right,
I was
that
just-
makes
That's
it
fair.
way
Again,
easier.
you can position yourselves where you want. It's been. As long as you're not past the rock on the right, you can be wherever. Oh, the rock on the rock on the right.
Okay.
Probably just be under the tree.
Oh.
Probably be nearby.
Yeah, you've had heaps of time to sit where you want to sit.
Probably just be nearby too, honestly.
Yeah, I'll probably be over around here. Hang on, I think I'm in between one rock.
A bit dejected, a bit like, what's the point until this happens?
Yeah. So yeah, what are you all doing? Annex, you can see, unless you bring your eyes back, you can still see them crawling up out of the ditch. They're moving slowly, so they haven't yet crested over their eyes for everyone else. Okay.
I'll say to everyone, I guess it's go time.
Alright.
As you're about to do that, Annex, you see one of them stop and sway a bit, and then it turns to the other, like it turns a bit and chitters, and they both dive back on the ground.
Oh, they're intelligent.
Perfect timing for AJ to go BRB. Yeah, they both dive down. You don't know where they are.
That's annoying. That means they're probably intelligent.
intelligent enough to be able to realize that there's something else here that could be a threat.
My initial thought was that maybe that they could be quicker underground, but now that happened, I don't. They could be. Keep an eye in here out.
I'll keep a
We can
sixth
get-
sense out and I'll cast detect thoughts.
What's the limit? Like, what does detector thoughts not work on?
Below certain intelligent number.
Let me find it.
Should say in the spell description. If you
Notes if they don't speak a
Can't
language, and there's not
detect
one
a
of them.
creature with an intelligence of 3 or lower, or one that doesn't speak a language.
Okay.
Okay. So you ping out your thing. It's technically your turns. If everyone wants to make, we won't do in turn order just yet. But if everyone wants to move or do any actions,
That
would be
rock
Osiris'
over to
action.
the right.
Mhm.
How tall is that?
Oh, it's not huge. It's just like a large rock in the ground. It's probably a max of about 3 feet out of the ground where it's buried.
Said thing probably couldn't burrow up out of it though.
That's up to you to decide. You can make whatever assumptions you want.
I think that we should try to get higher ground. Because if these things burrow up from underneath us, that could be bad. I might move up towards this rock.
Alright, go ahead. Move yourself. Anyone can move if they want to, or they can stay where they are. I'm going to assume no one is currently in the trees unless someone wants to now climb one.
I don't think I can, so I probably won't go up it.
Yeah.
I want to do something really, really dumb.
That's
Go for it.
perfect. What do you want to do?
You can use my turn. I'm not doing anything.
No, I want to be here.
Alright, you start moving to the very center.
Yep.
Just hanging out with Moo number 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems alright. Sorry,
Yeah,
she
the-
seems alright.
The 3 you walk
Right.
past all turn and look at you, but they don't seem like the other 2 go back to eating grass. This one's just like chewing or just staring at you. Not in like the
Those
aggressive
friendly
one.
cows that like
Yeah.
let you pet them.
It's just chewing and looking at you, and then it like steps forward and kind of like lowers its head and just like nudges you in the side.
I assume I don't detect any thoughts from this creature.
Let me quickly Google what the intelligence rating of a cow is.
I'm gonna assume it's like a 3 or something like
It-
that.
If it's
is-
3, I can communicate with it.
Is the guard moving, or is it just like staying there and alert?
He moves up as well. He's going to move up as well. When he sees Osiris moving, he moves up as well.
Okay.
Mosh, as we see.
Researchers finding cattle far more intelligent than people.
Probably will stay back here. It's
Cows have an intelligence of 2, so you don't detect them at all.
Alright, good.
Oh my goodness.
no
So-
cognitive thought.
That's
You know,
fine.
they're supposed to be about as smart as dogs.
Yeah,
What does
no
that say
cognitive
about
thought.
dogs?
Dogs have an intelligence of like 4, don't they?
I'm not looking that up.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I'm just keeping my 30-foot radius ping
Yep.
going on. Just seeing if I sense them, if I can.
Okay. So that's everyone's actions they're doing while they wait.
Yeah.
I don't have a proper action to do, so yeah.
Yeah, moving is enough. If you want to move and do something, it's sure. You move up. You're all spreading out a bit.
Actions of dodge. Just keeping alert.
All right.
Just put it on myself.
Feel free. Annex, can you make another perception check through Valorian? Everyone who isn't Annex can make a perception check if they want, but with disadvantage.
I'll go with that.
Because he has eyes in the sky, she gets neutralized.
That is fair.
That's a wisdom check, but either way. That's very unfortunate for you, Osiris. It's because you're focusing on your spell, clearly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Disadvantage, you say, right?
Yep.
Oh,
let's go.
Wow! Combo breaker!
Oh,
Okay.
That's a second. That's my second one of perception. I think I'm doing worse than you, Tez. Honestly.
Okay. So...
We got the fucking trifecta.
Can I be wisdom?
So everyone is surprised
Oh, cool.
when all of the sudden 4 of these things come bursting out from the ground.
That just,
Including me with my detect thoughts.
You don't detect them at all because they have an intelligence lower than 3.
Oh my
Damn
god!
it!
And I
One-
don't speak a language.
So the first one comes out almost directly next to you, Osiris.
I'm
Holy
assuming they did it
shit.
for speed then.
The second one pops up next to one of the cows further to the left. A third one pops up next to the guard.
No.
And a fourth one pops up to one of the cows to the south.
Also, if the imp doesn't have a skill in perception, then yeah, just be wisdom.
Okay.
It's strangely ungainly.
Oh yeah, let's find the image for you guys with that.
You gonna bring the image back up?
Just so, because Mim wasn't here last time to see what these look like in full art version.
Right. Creepy.
What a time to roll 3 nat
3
ones.
nat
That's
1.
amazing.
Osiris, your idea would have totally worked if these things had an intelligence score above what they have.
It was
Yeah, no, that's
50%
fair.
me. It was 50% me thinking that they either had intelligence to go back down and catch us off guard, or they're using it for speed, which I'm assuming it's probably the latter.
But yeah, so they pop up.
They,
You're all surprised.
they can have a low intelligence of 1, but then their natural instincts is what's kicking in.
Yeah, I guess that's also.
Yeah, I will mention Osiris did. Annex literally yelled for Osiris. So unfortunately, they noticed.
That's true.
So yeah, they're all going to make attack rolls. 1 at the guard, 2 at cows, and 1 at Osiris. Actually, no, 3 at cows because cows are meatier, and so they're going to attack them first.
That makes
Oh
sense.
god.
Yeah, the poor god indeed. The one dude who's he's like, oh, I'm going to come over here. He's the
That's
older
right.
god too. Who knows how many days till his retirement?
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm gonna say at least a couple of years.
Or what his actual experience is. He could be extremely experienced then and be totally fine. He could be level 20, we don't know.
No, he's at least level 2.
I
So
don't think a guard could be level 20.
Not with that attitude.
yeah, exactly. What if your backstory was you used to be a guard?
No.
As this one Crabstrong comes up, as he tunnels up like the Sarlacc from Star Wars, tunnels up, jaws are hindered, clamps down on the cow and starts to try and drag it down with him as he insta-kills it.
No!
The other 3 cows piss bolt immediately south, and you notice all the cows to the southern part of the pasture are also just roiling in a giant herd of fuck that, fuck that.
So let me do the other attacks. So that was strong. Let's go to meaty.
You name them all? Oh my god.
Oh no, it's a mod I've got.
It's a mod.
Okay.
the strange-
Strangely
One-
ungainly,
Meaty
Yeah.
deceivingly
Deceiving
dissing
giggle.
giggle,
Yeah.
strong and meaty.
Is
I was
good
going
go
extra
for
plus one.
Osiris or for Moo?
I'm gonna say Moo because Moo has more meat on it.
Okay.
I would have, out of game as GM, I would make it attack Osiris, but it has no reason to attack the smaller, less meaty thing.
It's critical.
Yeah, this
It's
one
like I'm all
strikes up.
shell.
This one tracks up, bites down hard onto the leg, tries to pull it down. The cow's still alive, weakly kicking at it. And last one on Mosh.
Mosh, don't die. You're only revert days from retirement.
I hope Mosh has less hit points than a cow, because that makes sense.
Oh, jeez.
As the Anka tries to game up, Mosh jumps back, seeing that everyone else has been attacked from the ground, jumps back a foot away from it as a nat ones and misses him as Mosh just
Oh, God.
jumps back.
Alright, everyone roll initiative
At
now.
this point, everyone roll initiative.
I'll take that.
Hey, I rolled high on the initiative. I never do that.
That doesn't ever happen. You might get to go before they go again.
I rolled the best out of all of us.
Dude, we don't know. They could be speedy.
Yeah, they could be real speedy.
Okay.
Jackson, you got a 21, they got a
Tip
27.
top of the order is Selena as I bring on the battle music.
Hell yeah. Alright. I want to try and get rid of Strangely Ungainly as quickly as I can, because this dude, I'm concerned.
Concerned about Mosh?
Yeah, I'm concerned about Mosh. I don't want him to die.
Yeah, we only bully certain guards.
No. I didn't bully anyone.
One's named Jim.
Okay.
AJ,
So-
did you roll for the cows?
Yes, the cows have been issued.
Okay, cool.
You're going to be Jim and his boyfriend.
I'm going to go Quicken Spell.
Yep.
Going to cast a upcasted chromatic orb to begin with. Try
Okay.
and get this dude down as quickly as I can.
Okay, good.
And I'll go ice as well. I'll let you know that now.
As you throw an ice ball at it, it hits.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Oh, that's nice.
24 damage to it as you piff a big old ice ball at it.
How's it looking?
Not great after that.
Yeah, not super.
Not
good.
like almost dead, but you hit it very hard in the back. You see this large icicle like tear a gash through like the rear, like the kind of chitinous plates on its back. It doesn't seem to appreciate that.
Good. And I'm gonna follow that up with just a standard old Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Hit.
Hey, that's Mel. I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on a sec. I didn't mean to do that.
Hit again.
I don't know why I did that. I was
Hit
like,
it
oh,
again.
it's the attack button.
Hit its feelings.
Yep.
Change your damage to psychic real quick.
No.
No.
That's a really
Do
bad
2
roll.
damage to Strangely Ungainling as you
I just like
try to push some of the ice
glanced
in.
its shoulder or whatever.
As you try to push some of the ice in with the ball of Eldritch Force, it doesn't seem to like it very much.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
However,
And
it is.
I will take that.
That's right. Yeah. However, it is now Annex and Little Val's turn. You also try Eldritch Blast at Strangely Ungainly. It is a miss.
Yeah, you notice after like the 2 shots, it like turns to like look your way, and just in time as it swings around, your shot flies past where like its head used to be.
Yeah.
You should stay where you are, or are you gonna move?
I will make him 60 feet up, won't we? That'll be fair.
Alright, cool. And you gonna command Little Val to do anything? Or just stay in the air?
Can't hit Dragonhead and Little Val.
The information from.
I gave her one though. Put it in your combat tracker. Oh, not your combat tracker, your taskbar at the bottom.
Oh, she can't end his turn.
Don't worry, I'll do it. It's all good. Yeah, Christine's turn.
Not enjoying this.
Oh no.
It's like, just, caught by surprise. It's not the best thing in the world. I am going to. First of all, this should go away because I don't have that anymore. I'm going to move probably 5, 10. Just keep a bit of distance between me and the creature. I don't want to get too close. And I'm going to just sort of build up just sort of innate energy and expel it in a burning hands.
Okay.
I am going to just sort of angle it just so it only hits the creature.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to keep it as its fire damage for now.
Alright.
Cool.
It fails.
Needs an upcast. Garbage.
As you burn at it, it's still up, burnt, melted ice is now dribbling along its chitin. Looking
Crispy critter.
very
That
mad.
was. Kind of wish I had a little bit more from that. And then for my bonus action. Actually, no, I don't need to because I don't have my spells. I'll probably just move back like just another 5 feet, just to be sure.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, this one, deceivingly giggle. 5 will go for cow. Actually, one sec.
No, not cow.
Might
Can we, should we move Osiris and Deceivingly Giggle because they're both on half squares?
Yeah.
I think the other one to the left of it as well is also on half
Do
squares.
that one.
Yes, it is. The cow and the one next.
The cow? Oh, this one.
The one to the left as well, like the enemy.
Next is strong.
Yeah.
Trying to get them all in full squares.
Makes it easier.
No, it doesn't. You're
Yeah.
being annoying right now.
Darren was the one that started it.
Yeah, but you're being annoying now. Only you. Okay, it's
Fuck
fair.
you,
I
fine,
like
then.
it being on grid. I just can't tell from all the way zoomed out. Alright, this one is going to shuffle over here a little. And then open his jaws. And hacha. As it opens its jaws, a large spray of acid seems to throw out towards it. Cyrus, you get hit by a lot of it, but the crab bug, the cow seems to dodge a majority of it. It still gets splashed, and you both take. Cyrus, you take 8 acid damage, and the cow also takes 4, and is now sort of melting a little bit, at least the top layers as it falls dead.
Yeah, like it jumps to the side, then it collapses. But yeah, you succeed in your saving throw though, so you don't lose concentration on your spell, which is totally useful for you right now.
Yup.
Man, it sounds pretty useful to me.
Next is Meaty. Meaty's gonna go continue his assault on this cow. Meaty misses again. Move 5 is gonna run away. Move 5 doesn't like any of this. Bye, Move 5. But, you know, Meaty's still there, so... Misses again as Move 5 runs off to Stampede. It's
Fly.
it's going away.
Fly, you fool.
Yeah, 30 feet. It's still on the map for now. Move 6 also going to run away. And Giggle 5 will also do his attack. Why not? He hunger, he get, he hit.
Oh no.
Cat's still alive, but running away.
And it runs. Move 6 escapes.
And then Move
Move 11
11
escapes.
run away.
Did you skip Osiris?
I did, but Move 11 was more important, clearly.
Okay.
That's fair.
Cyrus within.
Okay, this is bad.
Hmm? Makes you say that?
This is not fun. Okay, I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers at level 2.
You good?
Does it succeed or fail, AJ?
It fails. I'm just wondering if intelligence is a factor on this. Okay. No,
I don't believe so.
Nope.
It fails. You
Ooh,
do
nice.
13 damage to it.
Must use its reaction to bolt the fuck away from me.
It does not have a reaction.
Yep.
It just spent it.
Yep.
Fuck.
You can thank Move 6 for that.
This is fine.
I'll say it just spent its reaction, so it can't attack you if you want to get away from it.
Yeah.
True, true. That is probably the smart decision to make, isn't it?
Some would say.
It's up to you. You could also spend your action going into your shell, but too bad.
That's an action. I just use my action to cast a spell.
Yeah.
The action economy.
It's great.
Economy.
Well, the good thing though is that if it's good the cows don't trigger my detect thoughts, because I would have just like felt so much death.
You can tell what the cows are thinking, which is a collective oh shit.
Moos of
Right.
agony.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Mo no.
Mill 11 there. Mosh's turn. Mosh turns around, stands down, pulls out his spear, and misses because he's useless.
Damn it!
You're useless, Mosh.
Should have inspired Mosh.
You go for bite. He bite on Mosh.
I will
Oh,
do my
no.
thing.
Go
Cutting
ahead.
words.
Yeah, cutting words. That's it.
Roll it. He does not bite Mosh.
Nice.
He then
You saved Mosh.
burrows underground.
Mosh gets attack opportunity.
He does.
Yeah, shit.
Come on, it's so close to dead.
Oh, 1 second. Put it on
I
there.
don't know how close
Come
that
on,
should be
Mosh.
fair.
As it starts to dig down, Mosh strives into it and like punctures its kite and pierces through its head and it dies.
Yeah!
That's good. Now we have evidence.
Go Mosh.
Does he level up to level 3 now? Does he get his subclass?
No, he's a
He
guard.
gets-
He gets to retire one day earlier.
Yeah, he gets champion.
The problem is the closer he gets to retirement, the more his life is in danger.
Oh no!
Strong looks around and goes on the ground.
Bye.
Mu 23 continues the Mu heritage of running away, much like the Joestar family.
Secret technique.
Top of the order is Selena. Why didn't I go up to Selena? There we go.
You skipped. No, wait, never
I
mind.
skipped Chef, who's not here. Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I was just sort of go through like 3 things at
I
once. Like, wait a
continue
minute.
to sweep and do chores. There you go.
You're right. Selena.
These things look like they're running away, which is frustrating. Let's see. With my ridiculous range that I have, I should be able to hit Deceiving Giggle. Which I'm going to do. But I am going to just do that at a first level Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
Just because I really wanted to kill that one that was close to the guard, and the cows are sort of further away now.
Yep.
Oh, I should have second leveled that. Oh, well. Okay, just remind me, do I have to do anything to get that extra damage? Or
No,
is it
just
I
roll
don't
the damage.
think
Roll the table.
Oh yeah, roll on the table.
Oh, yeah,
Huh?
right.
The crit table.
The
Crit table.
Oh, right, okay. Now remind me how to
Yeah.
do that.
On the right hand side, you should have tables as an option, because I'm assuming you didn't put it in your taskbar.
We don't have
No,
that
I
as
think
an
I
option.
did.
And that should be crit
No, I did not.
table.
Hang on the right hand side.
Just hold on.
Yeah, AJ popped it up in the on the bottom, so you click on that,
I put it. I put
and then
it
just click
down.
the dice.
Oh, I can't do that actually.
Ooh.
You hit for the head. You just roll the damage.
Awesome.
So it's just damage effect.
Sorry, roll damage.
Yeah.
As
What
you send
happened?
another.
That rolled damage
Oh,
twice.
hang on, I don't know why that did that twice.
Wait, she didn't do that. I don't think.
She did. Just add 16 wounds back, AJ, if it's not somehow dead from 41.
No, it's
Oh my
dead. I was just trying to see.
It's dead. Yeah, its max hit points are less than 41.
Oh!
You fire this chromatic orb. You build energy up and release it. This bolt of bluish like light energy.
Yeah.
It hits this thing on the head, and its entire head is encased in like a reverse icicle that goes backwards. And it's just like it sits there waving around, and then the weight just topples it sideways as it hits the ground and twitches, and then it just stops.
Oh my goodness.
It was both coned to the head and then suffocated because its head's encased in an ice block.
Yep.
Oh.
You fucked that one up.
Yeah, that's my
Yes,
first
you
like
did.
nat 20 with a chromatic orb actually.
With a
I think that's my
spell.
first nat 20 in combat.
It feels good.
It's quite good. That's I might move down off this rock now,
Also feels
just
bad.
because like, why not? Get with the rest of the group. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Instant death? No, that's not what I want.
You just shot yourself with your spell.
I don't know what I'm doing. It's because
How did you do that?
No, it's because I have like my mouse button like fucks up, and like I'm using a mouse button to like for voice chat.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Yeah, and I think it just like drags stuff. I don't know. I'll have to.
I'm real
like,
curious about this new character.
I just KO'd myself.
Alright, yeah, you have 30 feet of movement, so you can move yourself where you want.
Oh,
Just
Error of
gonna move
Grave.
the rest of the group.
I
What's
would
up with me
agree.
dying all the time. That's horrible.
Alright,
Alright.
it's your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Annex, I need you to make a.
Do make an intelligence check for me. Yep, just make an intelligence
Yeah.
check.
I am smart.
You are smart this
Yes.
time. As you look around at the things you've been fighting, you realize that you count 4. Two are buried, one is dead, the other one's over there. And you remember when you saw them first at Little Val? There were 5.
Cool.
Just a reminder for yourself.
Useful. That just means they're going all the way to the farmer and killing him specifically. Okay.
So she's like, there's a fifth one, and then she does her thing. Do it. Do the one thing. You did it. You miss.
You miss. You fire, miss. Fire
So you
again,
can't-
You miss.
You can't carry every single fight, Annex.
It's
You
just-
already carried 2 of them in the freaking forest.
It's not nice.
Yeah.
Alright, that's your turn. You make a little vowel move or do anything? Or he's just stay out of the way in the air like, fuck this shit. Send him where? Okay. He'll fly off towards the house.
That makes sense.
It'll take him a lot of time. It's 10 minutes. 10 minutes walking.
10 minutes.
So about 100
Seconds.
rounds.
Yeah.
So 5
And then
minutes.
100 rounds to get back.
So 5 minutes walking. So we'll be fine.
Easy.
Alright,
Just
Christine.
there and back.
Your turn.
I guess with that information, like, I'd have a quick look around to see if I noticed like any burrowing, but I know that's probably not a thing I can really do anyway. Like, I'll probably still just look around, not really sure what to do with that, and seeing Annex sort of still going for that, I probably would just move forward. Probably about how far away am I? 70? I need to be. That won't be enough either way. I'm probably just going to stay around, I think. No, I'm going to move forward 10 feet. I'm going to summon. I'm going to use the second level spell slot. I'm going to summon a spiritual weapon, which is just sort of a weapon coated in mist with like a sort of tinge of like white light in it. Place it down right there. Let it place it up here. Of course it did. Please grab the weapon and not the map. Thank you, game. And yeah, I'm going to first of all use my bonus action to hit it. 22?
Hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Just, gotta check with your DMs every time.
You donk it.
You do
Yeah,
7
so-
damage.
Just sort of conjuring this thing up, throwing it out over there, because it was 360 feet. And then with the rest of my turn, just sort of continuing the sort of weave into a firebolt.
Hit again. Nice, 6 more damage. You smack it with the spiritual weapon, then follow up with a blast of little flame. It seems to have some impact on it.
Yay. I'm probably not going to keep my movement there. I'm not going to keep moving forward. I'm just going to just stay where I'm at. And that's my turn.
Meaty is gonna swipe at this thing that's in front of it.
Because it has an intelligence of not high.
It hits, but it's a weapon. Doesn't do anything. So you're confused. It's angrily gonna dig a hole.
It angrily digs. I don't know if I can make reactions against that.
I don't think you
Not
can.
with a special weapon.
I'm assuming not, yeah.
Cow, gone. Cow, gone. Cyrus, gone.
Gone.
Oh, what?
That's fair.
Dragged on the ground.
What are you gonna do, Osiris?
I'm gonna do another stupid.
Okay. Runs to the middle of the field and gets the shell.
Okay.
Okay, he did the first half of my dumb idea. Don't actually do the second half. Please.
He's not speaking.
I know, it's concerning me.
Oh, yep. Nah, there's a push to talk button. That is my bad. I will hold a phantasmal force for if one pops its head up.
Okay. That's your turn?
I'll mark the spell off now because it's going to get lost regardless.
Yeah.
Cow, gone.
Gone.
Mosh is looking around.
Probably gonna move up a little bit closer to Osiris.
Yeah. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, 6 exactly. Cow, dead. Strong, calm, upper ground.
Oh no.
So make your attack. That definitely triggers your reaction.
It fails.
Fantastic. So it sees a cow with like Sharpie drawn out on cross eyebrows, and the cow is just like pissed and is ready to attack it, and it fully believes that this illusion is real.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Well,
Given that it just attacked a spiritual weapon, it's not hard to make them believe things are real.
Yeah.
I know.
well, it's right in front of it, and sadly, so are you. So
Yeah, that's fine. My dex is bad.
Mush jumps away from the spit of acid once more, and you do not again.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you take 15 damage,
Oh my god.
and you are knocked unconscious.
Oh.
But given the spell, it technically went off. It went off first. It then has to use its reaction to run as far away from you as it can,
Damn it.
and then the spell effect ends immediately. So it like goes what?
So then it goes.
What
It
happens?
don't run because it can run faster than it can. Well, use
Burrow.
its-
So it'll run. Yeah, it can run. It runs faster. It'll run 30 feet away on the ground.
Oh.
So yeah, it uses its reaction to. It spits acid in fear and then turns and runs away.
Yep, that's his turn.
Technically, it wouldn't have to because they're both concentration spells. I don't have a concentration effect set up for Phantasmal Force.
I'm gonna say because I'm nice, because technically your reaction goes off before it spits acid. It still has to use the reaction to run, so it's gonna do it anyway.
Didn't you just
Oh,
love
okay.
it when creatures just spit acid out there?
Yeah, it's great.
Moo! Go.
Oh wait, I'm unconscious.
You are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
RD, perception check.
Luckily in range, it's all that matters. No, no, no. Wait, no, I am.
So you're in the kitchen cutting up some vegetables and stuff as it's now like 12 o'clock, and you're getting ready for the to start helping with breakfast or lunch, and then you just hear a sudden loud like crashing sound, and you look over just in time to see one of these creatures basically tear a hole through the wall of the house and then backhand Old Will into a wall, where he then slips down unconscious.
Oh my god.
Where he then falls down unconscious.
Do you want me to roll initiative at this point?
It's straight up
Yeah.
this Kool-Aid man.
Oh no.
I mean, you can just give me a 1 for
Oh,
initiative.
yeah.
If that's easier.
So now you're initiative 12. We have 2 maps to work with here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is their fault, not yours.
At this point, immediately after that happens, Old Will's wife screams,
Yep.
and everyone at the farm, at the pasture, make a perception check. Who's conscious?
He's conscious.
It's a loud yell because it's 10 minutes away.
It's real loud. It's an "Oh no, my baby" yell.
How am I
Nah,
not deaf?
I don't hear that.
Do we all get a chance to roll for that?
Well, you're unconscious, so no.
You're
No,
sleeping.
I'm not asking for myself.
Yeah, everyone does. Everyone who's conscious can roll for the check.
Cool, cool.
So that's Annex as well.
And Mosh. We can't forget Mosh.
What about your brain thing? Is that conscious technically?
My Phantasmal... No, that's gone, man. That's so gone.
I meant your brain. Baby.
Mosh is like, oh my god! Oh, Will's wife's in trouble! He nat 20!
That's amazing.
I know that voice.
He's a captain for a reason.
I know that voice.
I love that.
She's in danger.
She's in danger.
Fuck's sake.
Alright, top of the order. Not Osiris. Not Mosh.
Oh, we're just going to the top now.
What
Okay.
happened there? Yeah, well, she was at the end. So now it's Selena's turn.
Oh, it's me now. Okay. Alright. I wish I had enough movement to get over to Osiris and get him back up again. But I don't have
Just
enough
yell at him
movement.
with healing word.
Should we prepare a second burial?
Quick and spell and dash.
That's actually an option, yeah.
That is actually not a bad idea. I'm going to do that then.
Oh. It is an option.
You run towards Cyrus. You prep some magic in your hand as you're running. You pat him on the back. As you pump a Cure Wounds. I'm
Just the
assuming,
first level. Oh, that's
into
really bad.
Osiris.
Is it bad that I really wanted it to be a wild mage and for it to just go wild?
You want me to do it? I can do it if you want.
You don't heal.
Yeah, she's got cure.
I did!
No.
You don't
didn't happen.
heal. Okay, sure. Bet.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Well, Val is flying away. Can't be asked to do anything. Annex. She walks up. You hit strong.
And blast.
You did it! Now finish him off. Oh,
You did do
one
it.
damage.
High five.
well, 5.
Hell,
But it's not-
I would like. I'm just gonna remind you that you have an ability, a new one, that you haven't really been using yet.
Something fancy? Hell.
I'm going to quickly point out, Cyrus, you didn't roll damage for your Dissonant Whispers.
Because I don't think it takes effect until next round.
Nope, it takes
No.
3d6 damage and must immediately use its reaction.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it took the damage.
Roll the damage, boy.
3d6, what are you talking about? It's 1d6.
Yeah.
Dissonant Whispers?
Phantasmal Force.
Oh, Phantasmal Force, wrong spell. Never mind, I looked at the wrong spell.
So your Dark One's Drain is if like anything with 20 feet of you dies at least a round ago, you can use your ability. So I'm just.
So that dead one that's like a whole... It's like about 20 feet away. You can move up and drain it if you wanted.
Or the cow.
Or the cow, actually, yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah. So just roll the other ability, the Dark One's Blessing. Just put that on yourself, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Why's dark?
Oh,
It's the name of it.
Why not
oh,
light ones?
other map turn.
Oh, the yellow.
Hey, this one's also Deceiving Giggle.
Yeah. It's because I have to copy it because I only had 4.
So yeah, after smashing Old Will, it bursts up through the house towards the two of you. Immediately, I forget Old Will's wife's name. I don't think we named her. She like Meredith scoops up her child and like starts backing away from it. And it's gonna strike towards you because we're not gonna be mean and kill a woman and a baby.
that's awful.
Or do it
Understandable.
anyway.
Miss.
It strikes down towards you with the table. It like cleaves the table in half, but you manage to jump out of the way at the last moment.
See, mimicries.
Christine.
Okay. I probably would have like started moving towards Osiris, seeing that he was down at the time. Getting about. Are you all in half squares? No, I can't see the map properly on my side.
You're the one on the half square.
So as I was seeing that, like Selena's dashed to do that instead. I'm probably going to instead throw a. Let me make sure the distance of it. No, he's still just out of it. I'm gonna once again just throw a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Do it.
And then as
Do
my bonus action, I'll probably
Do
move
it.
the thing upwards.
You hit.
You hit.
I'll blast it
You do
for 10.
10 damage.
And then I'm gonna double check. Distance 5, 10,
20
5,
feet.
10, 15, 20. Which is just enough.
Is it?
And then I'm gonna smack it with this
Where was it before?
spiritual 5, 10, motherfucker. It was 20. I made sure to count twice. It was 5. Oh, please don't pick up the map. 5, 10, 15. About here.
19, okay. I'll allow it.
Yeah, makes it. I'll allow
Allow
it
it?
because it's because the rules say you can do it. We'll allow it.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
Hit.
15
Misses. Not hits.
You do 11 damage.
for leaving. I'm rotating my weapon. And yeah, just sort of like looking at it, just making sure like yeah, Osiris is okay. Like right now, I should focus on the big strong thing. That's my turn.
Uh-oh.
One pops up. Another one pops up.
Hiya! You both fail.
Oh, you both fail.
Hacha! Take 11 acid damage as it pops out of the ground, spits at you, and then just sort of looks towards you.
You skipped Chef.
No, it's his turn first, and then it's Chef's turn. I
Okay,
didn't skip
I assume
anyone.
that was the case. That's fine.
Don't hurt me.
Judging by the fact that this thing just cleaved a table,
Mhm.
I'm gonna make sure it can't like look at the other person by moving into that spot.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it also on halves? Oh god.
No, it's currently
Or is
set
it
to a
just
3x3 for some reason.
No, it's just that the grid is too big. There is no grid.
There you go.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna move here to try and keep its attention on me, as I'm going to. What do I have? I have that. I'm going to bonus action in just one of my morsels.
Mm-hmm.
So that's on myself. Look, this thing's got pincers, so it looks like it could grapple. And I will attack it with a rapier.
Okay.
I will also sort of, while I'm attacking, I'll yell, run. Just get safe.
Do 7 damage to it.
Yep. That's basically everything I can do.
Okay.
Yep.
At the end of at the end of this, you see as running to the door is Trake, but that's his entire turn.
Oh my god, he's giant!
Trake.
Yeah, you see the other guard like burst through the door, also hearing what's happening. He's just like, oh my god!
I'm intimidated by how big he was.
He was intimidated by it too.
He has a stand.
Someone casted Enlarge Reduce.
Cyrus
I-
is going to use. Go on.
Hmm?
You were saying something?
Oh, no. It was more one of those like stunned, yeah, sort of things.
Dissonant Whispers on the weakest one, which is surprisingly strong. Strong succeeds
Damn.
and takes half damage. Right?
Yes, because it's a spell, I believe.
Yes. Put sharp. And take 7 damage. That's it. Mosh is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Run up. Spear. Hit. Stab. 5 damage. Strong is going to. Strong is going to. Get back here. Go for a bite. And does so. And chomps an Osiris.
Which he'd then have to make us. He's then grappled by it as it grabs you in its pincers and lifts you in the air.
Oh my god, not again.
It's his turn.
Just healed you.
On top of the order is you, Selena.
Alright,
Quicken
well,
spell, heal it.
I don't have any quicken spells left.
Oh no.
Yeah, she used all 4 of her meta magic. You can convert spell slots into meta magic, but that's your bonus action.
If
I'm
you
gonna
can.
move so I'm not like perfectly balanced with you, so that if the acid hits, at least it has to choose one of us. And I am going to attack Strong because Strong has got Osiris, and I think that's probably the most risky at the moment. Just let me have a look. Fuck it, I'm gonna do a 2nd level just because I want to get this dude down. But let me just have a quick look at something though. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go 2nd level. If I can do the thing.
I think you just closed the thing you need to have open.
Does have a turtle shield.
Ah,
Miss.
hooray.
13 will miss.
As you do,
I-
it hits.
Can I favor that?
Yes, you can.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Is that again a 1d4?
2d4.
2d4, okay. Thank you.
You hit because you were very close.
Okay, I was gonna say I was pretty sure it was a 14 by the looksies of it. Thank
Yeah.
goodness for that. Bam.
You do 18 damage as it dies and drops Osiris onto the ground.
Oh,
Yeah, you see it bites him and he drops you drop unconscious on Osiris. It starts to lift him in the air and you see like its mandibles open as it's about to crunch down on his body. And then you just blast it in like the side and it just drops him on the ground and falls over.
oh, thank goodness.
But he's now on his back like a turtle.
Oh no.
I'm gonna move
Can't get
over to where Osiris is, just like where the crab bug fell. I'll go there, just in preparation of like bringing him back up again.
Okay. Annex.
Annex went Mim went AFK, and she said that she'd do Eldritch Blast.
That makes sense with that safe. AFK, Eldritch Blast.
So she'll pump her thing into it, curdling shot.
Because she can.
So,
Because you can.
let's roll the hit first. First of all, you know, that thing that she
Welcome
do.
back. You're down again.
I
Yeah, I'm not
saved you.
surprised.
Up.
Thank you.
Hits, then she puts the
Curdling shot,
curdling shot in there.
which is 8 more damage.
Pow. Does 15 damage to it. As
Jeez.
the red tips of her feathers condense back into this ball of blood-like energy, throws it at it, splatters across it. It's not looking too good. And it's now Christine's turn.
Okay. So just like seeing it getting hit, I'm going to just move forward just another foot just to put a bit of distance between Selena and Osiris, just so she can do what she needs to do.
Mhm.
I'm going to be safe and use a sorcery point to distance spell some shadowy energy as I touch it with inflict wounds.
Oh, whoops, wrong one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Oh.
It's fucked.
Ooh.
Roll on the table,
Wasn't even
Kim.
on a PC this time.
Kim, roll on the critical table, because it's less than half health.
It's heavy, right?
Yeah, this is the heavy, it's less than half health, so go for it.
Nice.
What the fuck?
3, and you only rolled a 5. Okay, roll damage. It's so fucking dead.
What the fuck?
So
Kim?
you distance spelled this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
You reach your hand out towards it in that same motion you normally do as you cast inflict wounds, and that dark necrotic energy flies off of your hand and strikes this thing in the leg. As it's just after it's like pulled back from blasting the acid, and you watch this like black rot start spreading from its leg up to its torso, across its torso, all the way to its neck, as this thing, like, its mouth is like twitching as happens, and then it just drops to the side, and it's like already just crumpling in on itself.
How's
Yep,
that
nev-
PTSD going?
Kim,
Yep, never again.
Roll wisdom. Roll wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, you should roll.
Never again. Never again.
Yo, Kim, roll on your table.
Never again. I'm never using that spell again. I'm never using that spell again. I am never using that spell again. That's fair. That's fair.
You open your mouth as like in some. To everyone else, it looks like a silent scream. To you, who knows? Maybe you actually are screaming, but no one can hear you. So
It's probably not a scream per se, but it's something along those
No one
lines.
can hear you
Yeah.
scream.
that's
I gotta not use that spell again.
What are you talking about? Look how much damage you did. Use it all the time.
No, I'm not.
Use it on Dimitri again.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid of this. I am not going to do a bonus action. My bonus action is probably
Fair.
to throw up.
You silently hurl.
Yep.
Remember, Kim, crying is a free action.
Yeah, I'll use my free action to cry. Thank you, Chris Perkins. That's it.
So,
Alright.
I want to ask everyone here, what is your plan of action?
I get back up, motherfucker.
Yeah, you fucking
I
do.
wasn't even to heal. I was gonna oh well, I should heal you anyway.
I was waiting for it to be a bad one and to be a meme and totally not have that not happen.
Okay.
I like the idea where she does that and she blasts it, and then as soon as it drops to the ground, the camera pans over to you, and your eyes just open.
Yeah, I want to wait and heal Osiris before I move anywhere, but then after that I am going to start moving towards the house.
So Annex jumps in the air, opens her wings, and starts making her way there.
I'm gonna curl into a ball.
Okay,
I totally imagine, because it's inflict wounds and what happened with Dimitri's character, I just got this overwhelming sense, just like, she fucking did it again, didn't she?
I'm in a ball now.
Are we still in initiative order?
Yep. Oh well,
Okay,
you
cool.
guys aren't, but
You guys are basically out of the game now because it's about even double dash sprinting the whole way here. It's 50 rounds to make it to the house.
Yeah. I'm just gonna heal Osiris then now.
For Mim, it's less because she can fly fast. So it's just a casual 25 rounds till she makes it there.
Marshall also starts running towards the house, letting you guys know that he's hearing an attack over there.
As he starts running though, when you unfurl your wings and take off in the air, he's just like, "Holy shit, she's a bird!"
One of them flying birds.
One of them flying.
I'll say to the guard, she could cast fly.
He's running. He's a bit preoccupied to give that much of a shit in a second.
It's in his head. I will
Either
not
way.
be ignored.
Time to fight.
I believe it was. Is its DC? Is it initiative
I think
above
above was
15?
Yeah,
For me.
it is. Yeah. So it's Chef's turn.
All right.
I'm just putting.
I
it
feel
on top of
sick.
Yeah, sorry, the
I'll say-
effect didn't go on before, so I had to reapply it.
it.
At the end of the round, what you've got to do, the wife is going to run
Yeah.
because she can. Because you freed up it, so it's paying attention to you, not her. She's going to take the opportunity to run down the hallway with her child.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it's your turn. Go for it.
Is it not the crab bugs first?
No, because you in this round it already went.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no, it didn't. It would have gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because we went to the next one.
It
So.
should have gone before thing did, but I accidentally deleted it. So
Yeah,
attack.
sorry, I just remember it was before my turn.
That's all good. It hits you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get grappled because you're immune, but you take 17 damage. Now, it's your turn.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the effect I need to reapply. Action, I'm going to sort of just try and shove flavored ice down its throat.
Okay.
So intelligence save first.
It fails.
So it also has this on it, and it takes 2d6 cold,
6 damage.
which is probably just as much my rapier would have done. That's both my morsels gone. Don't really have a bonus action unless you were going to allow a light attack with a light hammer, but
Only if you make a weapon attack
Yeah,
first.
regular attack, isn't it? Yeah. In that case, that's my turn for now.
Alright. Trake's turn. Runs up. Sort of pushes Old Will's unconscious body onto the cap so he can get in a more advantageous position.
Will, please.
And Trake will go for a hit with his spear. That's a hit. Does 7 damage. Nope. I went
You
too
skipped it.
I went too far. I went too fast, too furious.
Too fast.
It's gonna bite at Chef, because it's the bigger threat.
Mhm.
This is with a 13.
Sweet.
Chef's turn.
Yep, rapier attack.
Oh, nice.
my god!
With the nat 20s.
Roll
today.
roll on the heavy damage table.
Still had more nat ones. Just gonna put
Yeah,
that.
I've got the standard table, one sec.
Oh yeah, no, we're doing pretty alright now.
I think we're
Heavy
even
music.
now.
Balance.
You go for the legs.
leg?
Why did that?
Just extra damage. Cool.
So just roll damage then.
Yep.
Strike out with the rapier piece. It's Kaiden, dealing 14 damage to it.
And you. So am I able to do a bonus attack at disadvantage or something
Yeah,
like that? Offhanded.
Is
Rapier's not like
Rapier's not a
Yeah,
light
wait.
weapon.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm double checking.
Yep.
Yeah,
with the
short
rapier,
sword,
but,
yeah,
like,
but no.
light hammer or something. But
Right.
if not, then that's all good.
no, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's all I can do then.
Trick's turn.
Is Trake gonna steal the kill?
Yes,
Hiya! Miss.
he has advantage.
He doesn't have advantage.
No, he doesn't. They're not.
Because
They're not
I-
sandwiching it.
Are they not?
If she was one square up, they'd be. But he physically can't get there.
Oh, right, yeah.
I didn't move. That's my bad.
That's fine. Alright, his turn.
Mhm.
Turns away, goes to Trek, brings a bite down, misses, and then starts to try and dig underground. Opportunity attacks.
Yeah, it just like rips through the floorboards as it goes down. So you both. Oh my god!
My god!
Wait! Roll on the table again.
Roll on the
Yep,
heavy
getting it up.
table.
So
Roll
now
the heavy
I
table.
think,
He did last time. Yeah, roll the heavy table.
now I think we're average.
Oh, as you do it, you roll standard damage, but you kick it in the legs before it can go anywhere, and you go for the stab, and you deal an extra 8 damage to it.
And then you stab its body and it dies. Fucking double nats in a row.
What the
That's
fuck?
insane.
I'm just
last
can I immediately
attacks.
look to Trake, ignoring the thing? Is he okay?
Trake's fine.
Okay, in
He
that case,
doesn't
I'm going to
take
use
a
my
scratch.
movement to start moving up to check on the Meredith. You say?
He
I'm
gives you an
gonna
awkward
say-
thumbs up.
Yeah, I'm just going to start moving towards.
Drake returns to try and do, like, hey, is Will breathing?
Yeah,
Will?
you take care of that. I'm going to make sure Meredith's fine.
In the last 5 rolls, there were 4 nat 20s.
Jesus Christ.
That's insane.
Yeah. Makes up for the 3 nat ones.
And with that, that's I guess combat over.
Yep.
Yeah, you see Trake basically kneel down next to us, like slapping on the face, like, "Hey man, you okay? Will? And yeah, he's gonna try to resuscitate him. Everyone else is running back to the farm, I assume.
Yeah,
Takes
I'd be
you-
like dashing.
Limping.
It takes
It
some
pro-
time, but Annex is first.
Nah, I healed you up, dude. You're fine.
He's
By the time you arrive, Annex, you see when you get here. I'm assuming you land before you fly, before you go inside. You drop down and you go in. You see this big ass hole in the side of the house, and you see Trake is like helping up old Will, who has like a big gash in the back of his head, like some blood, like down the back of his collar and stuff, where it appears he was slammed into the wall and knocked out. But he's helping him constantly. You see a large dead body of one of those creatures in the middle of the kitchen, pretty much.
Holy shit.
Dark One's blessing. Finish it off.
It's already dead.
I'm talking about the inhabitants.
No!
Oh no.
It's our farm now.
No!
I've always wanted
He's
to do
my
that.
cows.
Oh, do it.
Not gonna lie, I'm surprised both Trake and Mosh survived.
Oh shit, dude.
Okay.
Nice, we head
Yeah.
back to whoever's at the front of the group and let them know that everything's fine. Okay?
It's roughly 5 minutes later, or it's about 8 or 9 minutes for you, Osiris, as you limp. You all make it back to the farm and see this has happened.
Would it be fair to say in that time she would have came around to Will?
You would have?
No, as in Meredith.
Yeah, like when you go and see, like she basically runs in the hallway and like closes one of the rooms and hides in it, and then when you come in and let her know it's dead, she's just like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
my
probably spend those like 5 minutes just trying to see if there's any way I can get this body out of the kitchen.
What's your strength score?
10.
Probably.
So it's-
With the help of Trake, you can move it partially.
yeah, if Drake wants to help, then I guess. But
It'll be
Like
more
that
of getting a horse with a
Yeah.
thing and going through the hole that's been made in the house very nicely of it.
yeah, so that'll be how I spend my time. Waiting for everyone else, I guess.
So yeah,
I think we'll take a bio break now, and then we can discuss the aftermath after the
Ugh.
break.
Okay. Sounds
See
good.
you all in a bit.
BRB.
Part of me wants to know if that encounter was gonna happen if I wasn't there.
yes, it was.
Oh, fuck. I don't like Will's odds.
No, you being there legitimately turned that from they're probably
No.
gonna die to wow, you actually you saved them.
Yeah.
Not even you being here, you being there and critting twice.
Yeah,
That
true.
was-
But yeah,
gonna make
pure
it
luck, I think. But you ended up in the right place at the right time.
Victory
Genuinely
sandwich,
feel
gotta make that.
sick.
Just accept it, Kim.
I genuinely feel a bit sick from that.
Just use it more and just
No!
desensitize yourself to it.
I'm so proud of you, Christine. You did it well.
Oh god.
Don't be a dick, Demi.
Okay, we know it's an
Oh.
effective spell.
It is an effective spell, but the problem is that, like, that's like one of my 2 attack spells that are spell slots at the moment. And I was like, I don't really think Ice Knife's going to be extremely helpful with a guard there, so...
Don't you have Shadow Blade?
No, I changed that to Spiritual Weapon. That was the whole theme behind it.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah, like right now, my damaging spells are Ice Knife, Inflict Wounds, Spiritual Weapon. Spells, not cantrips. I think I'm gonna start finding a new spell to cast.
It's your option entirely.
It's a shame I can't swap out Inflict Wounds. That stays with me.
Why not, Kim?
So I'm always reminded by it. I can't because it's my blood.
Don't blame your blood, Kim.
No, I
Blame
literally
the
can't.
Blame their lack of resistance.
I literally can't blame my blood. It's called Divine Soul.
Blame their willingness to die.
Willingness to die.
You just assisted them in their quest for the Eversleep. Okay? Think about it like that. You helped someone today.
Can I help myself to the Eversleep?
No.
No.
No. I can't sleep.
Ask
anymore.
Grandma, she might help.
Hey, Granny.
No.
This is that time, you know. No. Help me for
No.
once instead of, you know, traumatizing.
It's my
me.
turn next.
Help your mom first, bitch.
Bitch, how?
That's the part. You gotta figure that out, Kim.
You want me to help my mum with someone who's like captured and, you know, knows, you know,
No.
certain fucking spells? No.
Just drain all of your blood and replace it with somebody else's.
Yo, would that? What if someone did that? Like, someone got like multiple transfusions of like a sorcerer's blood, like celestial soul sorcerer's
Good
blood.
question.
Technically, you'd have to replace the bone marrow because it would just keep producing
Yeah.
their own blood.
But I think
But-
it's the time period. Whose blood will we pick? Because there's one person we can't. We just come back to the same problems, probably.
I mean, the black market, they always sell body parts.
Ooh.
Now, I kind of like the idea of like a modern setting D&D, and it would suck for like blood transmitted diseases, but like people get like syringes of other like sorcerer blood,
That's
and they
cool.
inject it with them for like temporary sorcery powers.
That's awesome!
Like, it would give you a sorcery point.
It's more like you stab yourself in the arm, and then you can fire like one spell, like once.
I want that to be a thing.
That'd be cool as fuck. It'd have to be like a modern day setting though.
I feel like you can do it for like an magic tech kind of thing.
That's
I feel like-
files. Just
Yeah.
Kim, just inject a file in your arm and see what happens.
Yo,
I mean,
what
it depends on
about-
it depends on how fucked up you want some cults to be, Darian.
Can we inject it into Tarok's arms?
He could take it.
What
You
about
probably
like a polymorph spell that specifically works on changing the the etymology?
Blood.
I don't think
That's
So-
where I don't know.
So a normal polymorph only changes you into a beast.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't be able to like change yourself into a celestial soul sorcerer or something.
True
Yeah,
sorcerer
the true
though.
polymorph can do that.
True polymorph can,
True polymorph.
but I don't know if
That's
it
a
would give
question
you
and
the
a half.
magic. I don't think it would give you the
But it's
magic,
ninth level, so fuck it.
and it lasts forever if the full duration goes off.
Yeah. So
And then if you can cast it once, you can probably cast it again and like.
I
deal,
mean,
no, I wanna
you'd be level
something else
1.
tomorrow.
it'd be like giving yourself a level 1 sorcerer, but maybe I don't fucking know.
I'll be back.
It'd just be like passively adding sorcerer to you, like weirdly enough. It's bizarre. I guess if you do it at level 20, technically you could be 21.
Prestige that shit.
Can I prestige sorcerer? What do you get when you prestige?
A whole.
The wizard
one
prestiges
extra.
into a sorcerer.
Oh. I was hoping you just get a cool emblem.
Yeah, tattoo.
Yeah, you get a tattoo. A magic tattoo.
Yeah, tattoo and trauma. Trauma.
Trauma comes and goes.
And a former slot.
Former slot. And when you prestige, you get to pick one spell. You always have that spell prepared. That sounds fair. when you prestige multiple times, you can then start at higher levels instead. So when you prestige the first time, you go back to level 1. Prestige the second time, level 3.
I wonder if there's going to be enough XP to level, because we're close.
We're close, but I don't think enough. Which is a shame, because, you know, I feel like... Yeah, level 5's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a shame I'm being very inefficient.
I don't know, Nat 20 inflict wounds is pretty efficient.
Pretty
No, I call that, again,
It's like 30
traumatizing.
damage.
Okay.
I'm back. What are we
Again-
discussing?
Welcome back.
Prestiging.
True polymorph and changing like the genetic makeup of a creature so they have the ability to maybe take a level in sorcerer.
We stumped him.
I'm not sure if you can genetically change someone's makeup to do that, because you're not changing the. You mean you are changing it, but I don't think you
That's
can
the thing,
deliberately.
yeah.
Only like
AJ.
only the creatures that can do that. Like only creatures that
I
can
mean-
give sorcerer's power can probably do that.
I mean, a change.
All I'm thinking is- All I'm thinking is, you polymorph yourself into a sorcerer. You cast True Polymorph. You turn yourself into a level 1 sorcerer. It's a prestige. You can now go through as a level 1 sorcerer with the knowledge of a 20th level wizard. Too bad you can't cast any spells, because once it kicks in, you lose all of your powers.
Just like prestiging.
Yeah, so you get to work through and you have increased knowledge, and then it's just like, if you want a True Polymorph at level 20, you go back to being a first level wizard and rinse and repeat.
Yeah, when you do prestige, you get a cool magic tattoo.
Yeah, no, it's like a big number 1 that appears like on your shoulder or something, and then it becomes a 2 when you prestige again. Wizards and sorcerers are the only class that can prestige.
Oh,
What
cool, I can
about-
prestige?
Um,
Oh, bards can do it as well.
I thought warlocks can do it as well.
Yeah, but that's from their special like gift from their patron. So they don't
the pa-
prestige; they just get turned back to level
Ye-
1 and have to live as
no,
a
and-
warlock again.
Not only do you have to reach max level, you also have to reach max affection with your patron, so they actually allow you to prestige. It's an unlock feature.
Yeah, but doing it that way, you get like extra special bonuses.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get some
it's-
very sweet bonuses from your new lover.
It's basically doing the Jojo Mart ending.
Right,
Yeah.
If anyone's here, make sure to tick off that you're here and ready.
God. Yeah, I don't think we got enough experience level up on the machine.
Nah, I doubt we all got 500 each.
Just look, the experience has already been awarded.
Oh yeah, it has. Yeah,
You're
it has.
Oh.
We were 1,000 off.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were 1,000, so now you're 500.
Oh, just one more fight, it'll be fine.
Well, you need one additional creature. There you go, and you'll have enough.
Hey, you know
And,
what?
and just fight 6 of these things.
Look, all I'm saying is, instead of, a fight, reach a milestone, we go meet Zeroge.
Who are we
Wow.
waiting for?
No.
No? Yeah, are we waiting on someone?
Or is it
I'm back now.
the stream version?
AJ, is that yeah?
Yeah,
Nope, I
Kratos.
picked up.
Mim, are you back? Probably Mim then.
Okay.
I'm assuming Sam ticked his off.
Getting rid of hiccups.
Okay, all good. So yeah, it's just we're waiting on Mim then.
That's so good.
Yeah. How'd you all like the giant crab bug fight?
It was
You mean,
fun.
you mean puzzle?
Yeah, puzzle. Sorry, the crab bug puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. It was good. I like how all of our bad dice got out early.
Honestly, yeah, they did.
I'm gonna roll poorly the rest of the session, though. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, don't worry, I will too, buddy.
Maybe,
No,
probably.
no, no. Your
yes.
rolling poorly is killing player characters.
Yeah. I said I will too, buddy. You heard me.
Please no.
Who's next?
I'll
Selena?
slap another bitch.
Me, please.
Okay, hold on. Can I target you?
No.
Kill my hopes and dreams. Oh wait,
I've already done that.
that's a joke.
Don't do that to me.
I will do what I want.
I'm back.
Why?
I've got to get Joy somehow right now.
That's awkward.
That's hard.
What's awkward?
That if they try to thank me, I'm gonna feel guilty because I was just stubborn and stayed here.
Hey, if it hadn't have been you being stubborn and staying there, they probably would have died.
It was this or sleeping in the cart. I think one worked.
Hey, sometimes dumb luck works.
Yeah.
That's for D&D.
We literally have it in our notes. 5 show up, 4 head towards the cows, 1 burrows and starts scouting around and ends up at the farmhouse. That's in our notes.
Ugh.
That's fucking dumb
I
luck.
mean, it was
at the end
definitely
of it.
convenience that the other guard was still here.
Says final Ankeg is moving around using its tremor sense to occasionally surface and look for more food. Partway through the fight, the party hears a scream from the farmhouse. If that is in the notes.
Oh,
So yeah, we had this plan. So if you weren't here, it would have gone probably pretty differently.
We
I
leveled
must have a
up, though,
crazy
didn't we?
burrow speed.
No.
No, they're slow.
Okay, we've got another.
It's just that there was more time between them popping up at the bottom of the hill and then popping back up at the top than like 10 seconds.
screaming that loud. How am I not deaf?
Magic.
Shush.
As a changeling, I briefly closed off my ears.
Yeah. You just poofed your ears away and then just grew them back. God, that's
You
weird.
became a mic and it
Weird.
for that
Yeah.
half a second.
Is that
Theo
a
would
thing?
do that just to confuse people,
Why?
just because that's what she likes to do.
I'm glad I had that spicy pepper morsel, though.
Yeah, these things grapple on hit, so it's really lucky you didn't get hit. And you're really lucky you counted that.
Man, grappling
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Honestly, spice pepper and herbal grey tea have been the only 2 morsels that have been super useful to me. I guess the dark vision too, but
And the
only
ice
one I
did
haven't
damage.
used- I haven't used the cow in it. That's the only one I don't think I've
What?
used.
What do they do?
They give a disadvantage on checks for charisma and make you immune to charmed.
Okay. That's,
So, I
On
mean,
the right side,
it
you got plenty of
is
Calvinins to
but-
pick from.
oh.
Well, didn't they take most of the fresh corpses away?
No, we picked
No,
one.
they killed 2 of the cows and then they came after you guys because they have to protect their food.
Ah.
But then you all slaughtered them. I even wrote to AJ at a certain point they were just going to grab what they could and ran, but they didn't get a chance.
No, they did not.
That it was like, oh, they might survive. One of them could still escape, and then you crit. I was like, never mind.
I'm glad that
Never
we
mind.
did that, because then that means that, like, hopefully we've killed out like a majority of their
Majority vote.
pack.
Yeah, but
You'll
potentially
see.
now we take guard away from the city. I mean, that city's going to be overrun by the time we get there.
Oh yeah, the 2 guards who are here and the one who's running to get more. Yeah, like in like a month's time, you'll come back and like every guard in the whole Amarisian Empire is just here at the farmhouse, and all the cities are overrun with pancakes.
Rip.
Ugh.
Oh, that is not a nice feeling.
Depending
Mim back
on-
yet?
Sorry, you go.
I'm back.
So we haven't seen if Mim's back yet.
Depending on like whether or not there's going to be like a whole heap of stuff that we're going to do for the rest of this session, I might tap out a little earlier than usual.
That's so good. I think
But I will go for it as long as I can.
is Mim still AFK?
It's a very real possibility that she's fallen asleep.
She hasn't slept much, I'm guessing. Oh, wait, no. I know. I think she mentioned that earlier.
Well, just in case, we're going to continue on because you guys, this is traveling, and traveling is probably not going to be super important. But we're going to come back first to the aftermath of the attack. Everyone's gathered back around the farmhouse, using a few horses. The sons both have come back as well when they hear everything going on. They rush back to the farm. Using some horses and a bit of labor, you pull this thing's dead body out of the house. What are you all going to do? The 2 guards are like talking to each other and getting like they're discussing things quite fervently, but they seem to be like hanging around still.
Okay, so we're all back.
Yeah, we'll say everyone at this point's back at the farmhouse.
Okay, first thing I want to do is go into the farmhouse and just see if like anyone's been hurt.
Yeah, aside from Chef, who you've seen outside, like, Will is on his feet again. He has a pretty big lump on his head, and you see like some dried blood and like on the back of his shirt, but he's conscious and he seems okay.
I would like to use my asthma healing on him.
Okay.
I'll just like walk up to him and just like gently like place my hand on the lump, like the bump on his head.
When you reach up for it, he's like, oh no. That feels great.
It's just a 4.
Yeah, but he's a commoner, so 4 hit points is a lot for him.
That's his entire
Yeah.
life.
He's you heal the wound, and he seems a little bit better. He's like, he like stands up a little straighter. He's like, my headache's gone.
Oh, that's good.
Well, thank you. Oh, thank you very much. And he looks at everyone who's there. It's like, I don't really know how I can thank you all. Honestly, if it wasn't for you all here, I'd probably, well, actually, I'd definitely be dead right about now. Especially, and he looks over at Chef's like, I don't know what to say. If you weren't here, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be the only one on the ground right now.
I assume that's loud enough to hear, so...
Yeah, this is to everyone's around at this point.
Just consider it dumb luck. I'm gonna make you a nice meal once we're clean up.
No. You don't have to do anything. You here, all y'all, you're my guests. You did all this. We'll take care of you tonight, okay? If you're willing to stay for the night, we'll prepare you a lovely dinner. We'll make sure you're all well fed. There's got to be something I can give you for all this, though. You can't just after all you've done, I can't just let you walk out of here empty-handed.
We're used to that.
Oh. He looks at. I'm assuming you don't say that out loud.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe a mumble. Maybe a mumble.
Yeah, that's what he says to the whole party.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go and start cleaning up debris, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, you start cleaning up, and the whole time you're cleaning things up, his wife is just like, "No, wait, I'll take." Oh, and she's like trying to stop you, but she can't because I'm assuming you're being stubborn.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, darling, you don't have to do that. I can. No, it's okay. You're a guy. Oh. Yeah, that starts happening in the background. What do the rest of you say to him? He's like, I've got to give you something.
You can't expect anything.
Perhaps just pay it forward.
If we ever need a place to stay, like if we're ever passing through here, it would be lovely having a place to stay if we ever need it.
Oh, trust me. Anytime y'all come past here, if you want to play a bed to sleep in, we will make sure. That was always going to happen. You're a friend of all Will. My home is your home. Well, yeah, if you want it, if that's all you want, I'll pay it forward. Next, when I see people in trouble, I will not turn them away. I'll not turn my nose up at them. They will get the full hospitality of all Will. Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, so I imagine we're all staying the night.
If you want to.
I think that would be best. Prestigitate's only cleaning, isn't it? Like, it doesn't really sort of... Oh, no, because that would be mending.
Yeah, mending is more repairing stuff, and this hole is a bit big for a mending to fix quickly. It would require a lot of mendings to fix that. A lot of mendings.
Start on that then.
It'd require a few days.
Yeah, you can make some help though.
Yeah, I'll make some leeway. Even if I try and stack all of the... Like, I imagine it's brick and wood.
Combination, yeah. What were you saying, Selena?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna, like, prestidigitate, like, all the, just the dirt and, like, the dust that's been brought up and things.
So now, what was the wife's name, AJ? Martha? Mildred? I can't remember. Meredith? Okay. And now, after you start doing that, she's stuck between you and Chef's like, no, wait, darling, no, you don't have to, She's like, she can't try to stop both of you, but you're both doing stuff.
Can I potentially ask that Christy and Annex come over?
It's totally up to them.
Yeah,
if they want to come over.
Well, either or both to come over.
Annex comes over.
The kitchen, yeah.
I feel like it's like a little bit like a sort of second, like, you mean me sort of thing, like with a bit of a wary look, and then just sort of moves over.
So, I would be aware, I assume that Annex is probably not that capable in the kitchen at her presumed age. How much experience do you have in a kitchen? To both of them.
None.
Okay, I'm not letting you do the hot stuff, but you're helping me cook tonight.
Just sort of like is a little bit confused, a little bit like
Look, at the very least, I will show you how to use a knife.
I like how there's just like no one even attempts to assume that Selena could cook.
Oh, you're
Rich
doing
princess
something
type.
else, are you not right now?
I'm prestidigitating.
Yeah, that's why I called those two over, because I didn't see them doing anything.
Plus, I'm a princess. I've never cooked a meal in my life.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I don't want to get in the way. No, it's fine.
Well, if you don't want to help, that's fine. But, Annex? Would Annex be into helping with us?
Mim is not here, so...
Oh wait, she's typing.
I'm gonna go with a hard yes.
Sure, she's here. Okay. Mim is back.
Timing. Annex,
Hey
would
Mim, you want to help
wanna-
in the kitchen?
Okay.
Annex helps you in the kitchen, and the whole time, the wife whose name I'd forgotten for the third time, it's just Meredith is just like,
Write it down.
no. Meredith is just like, oh no, I can do. Oh, what do you do? No. She's just fussing over the. But you're not gonna stop, I assume.
Nope.
She gives up after about 5 minutes, and tries to like stop Selena cleaning, but I also doubt Selena's gonna stop.
She's like, it's fine. It's no trouble at all.
Oh, it's okay. I got a broom. You all did so much for me. I can't just let you all do this. You should be resting.
Trust me, I enjoy this.
She has not. She gives up at that as well after a bit.
Because I just like answer back with just like niceties.
And you're her guest. She can't tell you what to do. If you weren't her guest, would we be facing the sass of a southern woman?
Not to be trifled with.
No.
So,
I want everyone to know Darren's being mean and rolled in that 20 for intimidation. He doesn't want to use it.
They're the guests. She wouldn't do it. If they weren't guests, then yeah, she'd intimidate the shit out of them.
I mean, I can try and do a persuasion roll in return if you really want.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Minus a 5 to that roll.
I am curious.
Still not 20.
Damn.
But yeah, the day starts to go on. Anyone who want to do anything during the day? Cyrus is helping fix the floors. Selena's cleaning. The two chef and Annex are cooking. Christine, what are you doing?
I don't know. Like, it's that sort of thing where it's just like she sees that other people are doing stuff, doesn't feel like she could really be much help in most scenarios, and probably just like wanders. I think.
All right, make a perception check.
Yeah. It's more wandering. I think.
More ranking, no.
Yes.
You're wandering around, being like, "Yo, how the fuck do I help though?" And as you're doing, you see the two guards who are discussing things, and you notice the one who was with you all is constantly looking over at Anexara.
Oh fuck.
Like every few moments, he'll just like flick his gaze over to her briefly, then like flick back and keep doing his thing.
I'm gonna realize that. Sort of.
Yes, because you rolled a 17, and I said you realized it.
Yeah, well, it's like on realizing of that. Sorry, my words today, no work. On realizing that, I am probably going to just sort of turn the corner just a slight bit so they can't see, but head inside a bit to where Annex is. I'm just
All
sort
right.
of. I'm going to. I believe it's. I'm just sort of like gonna like sort of cuss my hand near my mouth, and I'm gonna cast a message. Towards Annex. Be very, very careful. The guards outside, they're keeping eyes on you. Watch out. And yeah, if there is a reply, there is a reply. But yeah, and I'd probably like send another message over to Osiris as well, saying they're keeping eyes on Annex. I feel like we need to probably do something or go.
I'll address this,
Okay. And yeah.
and I'll make my way over to the two guards.
Yeah, they're talking when you approach. When you approach, one of them is just like the Mosh, the one who's with you all in the field, is saying to Drake, like, "You did good work there, son. Honestly, I didn't know if we were gonna make it back there. If it was just the two of us, we would have been done and dusted." And they see him, it's like, "Oh, hello, Cyrus, right?"
Correct.
As he says that, you see his eyes flick over your shoulder briefly, and then back to you.
Can I speak to you privately for a moment, Captain?
Sure, no problem. I'm not a captain, but yeah.
I'm sure after all this is said and done and the report sent back, you probably will be.
Bureaucracy, I doubt it. He walks off with you, a little ways away, out of earshot of Trake.
Now, I've been informed that, yes, what you saw with our flying friend is accurate. I'm hoping that we might be able to keep this between us. As I have a very stern, serious face.
He looks at you and he's just confused from it. He's like, "Oh, what were they called?
No, didn't happen, right?
Son, or maybe not. I don't know how old you are, but
Far older than you, my friend.
fair enough. Well, I'll assure you this: you all did a good service today. You all did a great thing helping this man out. I'm just keeping an eye on her because I understand there was God, I can't remember what they're called. I understand sometimes they have a bit of a hard time around. I was gotta say, she's safe in the Empire. You don't have to worry about us. I won't pass that around. I understand there's some ne'er-do-wells who do things like that. It's just, you just never see one.
That's fair. I just wanted to address it because we have had issues in the past when it comes to said ne'er-do-wells.
I understand that. I really do. But, like I said, I'm a man of the Amarisian Empire, and I'll swear this to you, as long as she walks our streets and our roads, there won't be a problem for her.
Thank you very much.
No problem. And he's like, A-R-R-O, Ero. He's still trying to think of the name. He doesn't have it.
He hears in his head. Because, do I know what she's technically called, right?
Yeah, you given where you studied and where you were particularly bound with, yeah, you probably know how to say Aarakocra.
He hears in his head, Aarakocra, son.
Yeah, he's like, Aarakocra, right! God, it took me so long to figure that out. He just walks back Trake and he's like, you start going back talking, and you can tell they're discussing something about when more men arrive to make sure this area's patrolled and set up a little area to check it out and etc. Guard stuff.
Alright, so then Christine will hear, I've sorted it, it's all fine, and then Anaxara will hear the same thing.
Okay. Just no reply.
Carrot
Just
chocolate.
You couldn't reply unless you cast the spell.
You can reply to a message casted to you.
Yeah, it didn't cast it to you. It's my
Oh, you
innate
just-
ability to...
Oh, right, I forget, sorry. I always forget you have innate. Yeah, okay, just sort of nod then.
And I'll go back to fixing the floors and walls and shit. Or at least
That's
fixing the
what I-
materials, so if they get someone or if they start to do what they have.
I almost never talk. I also never mention the comments me and AJ make to them, but I was supposed to say, AJ just wrote, what's he gonna do? Arrest her for bird? It's illegal. It's funny.
I don't know his backstory. Maybe he has debtors.
Existence is illegal.
But yeah, so
as
you
you
go.
all have a hearty meal, you finish up with all the housework you wish to do. You all rest in the...
They offer you their beds if you would take them, but I'm assuming most of you hell no.
I just
They offer
look at him
you-
funny.
Yeah, they offer you a bath because they have a bath here. They offer to run you a bath if you want one, but then they basically treat you like honored guests. And then you had to hit your honored guest place in the barn.
on hay. No blankets.
They at least give you blankets to put down on the hay so it's less scratchy.
But you all...
But then
Yeah, you all were watching again, or resting?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch if anyone else wants to.
Yeah, I'll watch. I'll take first watch.
roll the watch.
Roll
Night
your
one again.
perceptions then.
You want to do first or last, Annex? Because sight things.
I'll use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Go for
Fair
it.
enough.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Fair. You can't watch through the imp and sleep though, but so just pick one at random. There's four slots. Just say when you want to be a part of it. So 22. Yeah, you see a lot. The night is definitely full of life. You see like the sleeping forms of cows standing in their fields. You see like for the first part of your watch, the house, like the lights are still on, and you occasionally see people walk past windows and talking. But there's like a tarp being set up over the hole where you weren't able to fix everything. But you do see the two guards as well sleeping by their same point near the shed where your cart is set up. But eventually, yeah, the night comes, the watch passes, and nothing eventful happens through the rest of the night. Selena, I'm assuming given you rolled, you were second watch?
Yeah.
Not much difference. The lights in the house go out during this point, where you can assume they've all gone to bed. The night still keeps going. That one owl doesn't spook you again. It doesn't come back this time. But yeah, your watch also comes to an uneventful end. Given Mim already rolled for Valorian, let's put her number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing special. You're at the part of the night where nothing happens. You see some field mice. It's weird. They're small and they're cute, but that's it. And then RD, following up last, you watch as the sun rises over the hills. You see the lights coming up. You see the lights come on in the house first, and then people start stirring, and then as the sun rises, everyone gets back to work. And then the morning comes and you're all awake.
So what are you doing?
Awesome.
I'll go down to prep my horse and cart and bring it closer to the homestead where everyone else is staying.
So when you go to, as you go down there to check on the cart, it is already fully saddled up. All your horses are set ready, and everything's just sitting there already fully prepped for you to go.
I was afraid for 2 seconds.
Awesome. I was
Oh,
going to say,
hell
please,
yeah.
no, the horse is no dead. No.
Yeah, you didn't manage to see it because on the other side of the house you can't see everything. But
Yeah.
during that last part, someone went out there and they got it ready for you.
Yeah, as you're walking past one of the brothers, like, I had a few stable hands, some of our farm hands, get you all ready for when you wanted to go. Added some
Thank you, I
more
appreciate that.
grain for your horses, so they'll be fine to get to Andivine.
So yeah, for the remaining 2 days of this travel, you don't have to knock off any horse feed.
Hell yeah.
I don't.
You don't?
Would I be able to make like a very small pouch out of something before we leave?
That depends on what you're trying to make the pouch out
And
of.
some gold without really telling them I'm leaving it.
Oh yeah, totally. If you want to.
Oh, if not, I can just go and leave the gold on, like, I guess that front, whatever you call it.
You can leave it somewhere and they'll find it eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave them like, I don't know, 30 gold.
Okay.
Done,
Brings
yeah.
me to
That's
one.
so many more cows.
It is.
That's
I
a
don't,
fixed
I don't
house
tell
first.
them. I just like sneak in.
I assume,
Yeah,
yeah, you wait until you watch the whatever her name is leave the house for a brief moment, and then you slip in through the door, leave the money on the table, and slip out, and it's like right before you all start to leave. So like, as you stepping out, everyone else is climbing up onto the wagon to get ready to start heading out.
I mean, if I had time, I'd leave a note, like 4 repairs or something, but I assume I
Sure, done, easy.
Okay. Yeah.
4 repairs, winky face.
Once you're all sort of starting to head off, like, I'd probably just go to the farmer and the wife and just like wish them well before we leave.
Perfect. That's why they're distracted.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they're like, we cannot thank you enough for all you've done. Like I said, anytime you come back here, Old Will's home is your home too.
I appreciate the gesture. And hopefully we'll see each other again one day.
Hope so too. I'd be honored to have you all stay here anytime.
Until then, stay safe.
He nods, and they did the very stereotypical, like the farmer standing there holding his wife, like one arm around her shoulder and stuff, and her holding the baby.
And next to them is Mush and Drake doing the same.
Mush and Jake are just like, they're off. It appears like they're not leaving yet. They're getting ready. You can probably think it's probably because their other compatriot isn't back yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, you all start to leave.
Yeah.
Alright. As you begin your journey further eastward, yes, eastward,
Yes.
you On towards the end of your second day, you see what looks like a small platoon of about 10 to 12 soldiers on horseback making their way west from where you came.
At the head of the column, this like small column, you notice the very tired-looking third guard who left before, on their way back. When they see you, they have this brief look of like relief, like, "Oh, if you're still alive, then hopefully my friends are too." But given they're at the head of a column, they keep riding on by. They give a nod, but that's all they can really spare.
Yeah, we give a nod.
Eventually, a day or two passes, and on the 14th, or on the 5th sun, the 14th of Hal, you arrive in the trade city of Andavine through the eastern gate.
Just as you remembered it, the city is still bustling. There are people, as the trade city says, the roads are wide, wagons and carts move around, you see stalls and shops all over the damn place. The only thing you noticed that's a bit more, you see from the last time,
Wait, if we got Nerusian as the...
he's the token for where you guys are on the map.
taken to travel because he's dead.
Yeah. You just noticed that from the last time you were here, you just see a few more unkempt people around the city, more homeless than the last time you were here. But it's been 3 months. Shit happens. Yeah, what do you want to do? You arrive at Endervine.
Probably around 9-10ish in the morning.
Yep.
I'm assuming most people probably want to head towards Zerosh's manor.
This bastard better be home.
Yeah.
We all know
It's-
he's not going to be though.
I understand you all have pressing matters, but might I go on ahead to book you an inn for the night? Or for the day and night, I guess?
I would like everyone roll perception.
Okay. I like those rolls usually.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
I'll stick with the 5.
Lots of typing.
There is lots of-
Well, it wasn't in that one. Good work, Christine.
I think Min was talking about Silverman too.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, her too.
As you're looking around, you talking and conversing, and you don't notice as a large figure walks up behind RD. The white paw is placed on her shoulder. As what is Jakova doing?
Am I still muted? Yep, okay.
Yeah, a
So-
silence I feel like spreads about through the group.
His
As you
poor
see
hand
Jakova
has
walk
been
up.
Based on this person he doesn't know.
There's other Leonin he doesn't recognize.
You smell weird.
She
What?
freezes for a moment.
Have you been keeping them safe?
Yeah, very safe.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Perhaps we should go have a talk somewhere.
She has a look at everyone, still tense, then turns to you, like pushes the arm off her shoulder. Let's.
Do you need to ask one small thing, AJ? Would Jakuvra, would have been in your NPC control at the time, would he have any, like, sort of tips through his hair from dying?
It's up to you.
If you're,
And I would say yes, at this point in time he would, as more blending in that way.
As she shoves the paw off and leads you. As you lead her away. You lead her away.
Yep. She like just nods and starts following after you.
Yeah, I'll lead her to,
What's
Only a short walk away, like into an alleyway
yeah,
nearby.
not like completely out of public eye, but, out of Main Street sort of thing.
Everyone else you see as the scene is taking place is Jakova's still unsure of who this person is. It's a little aggressive sort of deal, but not like attacking. But it plays out as Chef has something, and Jakova grabs her hand. He seems to grab whatever is in it, has a quick look at it, and then nods, and Chef just turns to the lot of you, gives a quick bow and a wave, and then walks away.
Yeah, without even saying anything, she just turns around and starts walking down the road and just turns a corner and you don't see her.
Is
Saw that one coming.
Is she like? Is there any sort of body language conveyed in that I could pick up on?
Make an insight.
Thank you. No.
Nope.
Actually, you know what? It's. I feel like enough of a situation for this.
I should probably
Oh
add
my
that.
god.
I'm just gonna. Do you want me to go ahead and add the thing now, AJ?
Tides of Chaos
Wow.
really doesn't like me recently.
Do what?
Not today.
Yeah, add
Thanks,
Do you want me
Grandma.
to go ahead and add it now?
Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks, Grandma.
I did decide on which one I was going with, so there we go.
Thanks, Granny.
That should have updated everything automatically.
No, I.
Alright, yeah. What are you all doing? Jakova's return. It's a very heartfelt reunion, I'm sure.
Well, it's nice to see you again, Jakubra.
Pleasure to see you again, too. Glad to see you're alive.
I
Well,
just like,
yeah.
you go.
No, that's literally my response.
I curtly nod. I feel like we have business with Zerosh now.
Well, I'm sticking around, though that does sound like something I'd be interested in, I'm sure.
You wouldn't happen to know if he's here.
Magic gods in the sky.
You've only
No,
just
no, I
arrived.
do not.
You've only just arrived like the day before.
That's why I said magic gods in the sky. No. If he's the one that hired us, no, I've not heard of him here.
Here's hoping. And I just start walking towards the manor.
Okay.
No comment. Okay, interesting.
My response, my greeting to Jakova was curtly nodding.
Oh, not that.
Walk
There's a
down there
whack.
to this ostentatious manor full of statues of different creatures, mainly dragons. And you
Oh my fucking God.
you knock on the door. The same automated image says, "Hello, do you have a meeting with Lord Zerosh?"
Yes.
I like to think so.
Very well. Please enter, and I will take you to his study.
And I enter.
This again.
Dragon.
I'm going to carry Annex from here.
Okay. As you, once again, follow this image as it gets to up the stairs to where it sections off between the east and the west wing, is like, please continue along the west wing.
I continue along the west wing.
You make your way up the stairs.
As soon as
Cool.
we enter the threshold, I'd like to cast Detect Thoughts so I could see if there's any thinking things within 30
Yeah.
feet of me as we go.
You cast, or you feel the thoughts of a dozen or so mages, not mages, maids, cleaning some of the rooms nearby. As you approach Zerosh's door, you see a small sign on it that says "Out for lunch."
It better just be fucking lunch.
This is just like, it's just amusing at this point.
Is there a dust mark around this sign indicating that it's been up longer than what a lunch break would take?
Not from what you can tell, but after like a few seconds, like, well, you are just going to stand out there looking at the door. You can enter.
I'm just going to shove the door open.
I'm just gonna follow in after him.
Yeah, you shove the door open,
As
and
you-
inside,
as it
you see
opens-
sitting at the desk.
Zerosh. As he does, you see this as the door swings open in towards the room. He sees the signs of the door. Like, blast. Maria, you forgot to take the sign off again.
Oh, allow me to help you, as I will proceed
People
to
will
rip
think
the
I'm
sign off.
inconsiderate and rude.
We can't have that now, can we, Azarod?
What? He closes the door, snaps his fingers as they sham clap. Who told you that name?
Well, nobody told me that name, but plenty of research in the Atheneum has yielded quite fruitful results.
Blast. Well, it must have been to help the Atheneum. I'm so good at hiding it, you wouldn't have figured it out.
Also, like, you're not really good at hiding it.
No,
Cyrus.
Yeah.
Poppycock. None of my maids know who I am. None of the other royalty or nobility, other than the ones I choose to know who I am. You're lucky and resourceful.
Oh,
Definitely the first one.
Now, please sit, Osiris, Christine, Anaxona, Jakova, Princess, Selena, or former Princess Selena.
Preferably just Selena, thank you. And I sit.
Seems we're missing a few of your friends, Braylov and Nurissian.
Where is Suitcase?
Suitcase and a suitcase no more.
He
He's like a full luggage bag.
I'm definitely quiet.
I wouldn't say that he passed. Were able to revive him, but he's no longer a kobold, and he's decided to go on his own path. But yeah, there was an incident.
Well done. Luckily, he's been already paid for then. Now, for the rest of you. Selena, I believe you wanted me to look at some documents and help you find things you're looking for, correct?
Yes.
Is he, well, if you have anything as to now, please show it to me and I'll give it a quick glance.
Like the current information I know about
Yeah,
the trials.
If you've got notes for him to have a look through, see if any of it's truth or not.
Yeah, I
Something
show
to
him
write
the current trials that I have of note, and I also show him the thing about the Duskview place that we found.
Oh, you found some information. You found one of their old workshops. That's very interesting.
I found a few items as well. I just sort of pull out some of the items.
He seems to get a glimmer in his eye as he picks them up and looks. Simply just glow, but makes them magical weapons. Nothing that I would need, but good for the lot of you if you need it. And he picks up the jar. This is interesting, though. I'm not an artificer or an enchanter myself, but if you give it to someone like that, they might not know what to do with it.
I'll be sure to hold on to it.
As he continues to talk, Jakova, the help with the eyes. That would be yes.
It appears some things have come up a little bit about that, but I'm curious what you have now.
I have some information downstairs. I don't keep it in my study, but it'll be easy to show you when we're done here.
Very well.
As he turns to Christine, I believe you weren't offered anything.
Just sort of a silent shake of the head.
I have something in place that you might be able to help with in terms for her. Are you familiar with the remove curses spell?
Indeed I am.
Oh,
She is currently plagued with something that is rewritten, blocked. I'm not entirely sure, but there was something in her mind.
He puts his hand on her head.
I'm sorry, but we agreed that this is what we were doing.
I've used my tides of chaos.
He puts his hand on your head, and in a second, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Christine?
Yeah, Christine. As he touches your head, everything floods back. At the same time, everything seems to melt away from what was that memory is now its memory in its true form, and immediately you have everything back, and it's uncomfortable, it's rushed, doesn't feel good at all.
Roll on the table.
I'll do that first then before
Yeah.
before I speak.
Hey, I love that ability.
What?
Yeah.
How many creatures are around me?
You pick one. It's any of the party, and also Zorosh / Azeroth.
I'm just gonna roll a DA. If it's 8, just fucking Azeroth.
Who's two?
Just go down the list. Annex.
Alright, Annex, make a wisdom saving throw.
Let's use BRB. We'll reroll that actually.
Alright, fine. Just pick someone else.
Jakuva.
Jakurva, make a wisdom saving throw.
The die mean nothing. I just said Jakuva. He was next down the
Alright.
list.
What are you thinking right now, Jakurva? Because she can read your mind.
This is too much.
I'm
Yes.
just like my thoughts at the moment are more along the lines of, I miss Suitcase. I was gonna kill him.
Oh. Job
Yeah.
done.
So
you
on
get
top
that
of
in your head too.
on top of this wave of all these things, the same like the other memories you had melting away and being replaced with these new ones, you then just have this feeling of like, I wish he was still here. I was gonna kill him.
Yeah,
Just
I
mixed
imagine
into
my
everything.
Yeah, I just
Uh,
add salt to the wound.
Yeah, look, I imagine my thoughts are along the lines of, it's regret that I'm missing a friend now.
Double awkward for you.
Cool.
Do you want to roll again? No.
I mean, can I?
No.
So yeah, I feel like sort of she's a bit hesitant on like just sort of what's happening, and on the touch and the instantaneous sort of fill in of the blanks. As soon as like he like stops and like lifts his finger off, probably like it's just that moment where she's just like holding up her hands like towards her face, like shaking, and then like her hands kind of go out in front of her, like, and she's just staring at the hand that was holding the key to her mother's cell.
Do you like start to fall over or anything?
I feel like it's that moment where I'm probably dizzy. I'm
You, like,
probably
You start swaying, and you're like dizzy, look at your hand, and then you just feel like a shunt against your back, and there's just a chair underneath you. And you just like basically just put into a chair, and it's like, good for that.
Right. Well, I was asked from a mutual friend that I should offer you some frustration pay, whatever that entitles, and in alongside a certain amount aside for my friend Court Deshane, I can offer you 5,000 gold pieces or a few of my samples for my hoard.
Are you saying that directly to Christine, or
To the whole
To
party.
the whole party.
I turn to everyone else.
Jakuva just shrugs. He's content.
Where is the man anyway?
all at once.
Yeah,
Remember
Kim.
the discussion we had about Nerisian? We believe the same fate has been made for Court.
It's been a long, very dangerous journey.
So he's finally kicked the bucket, huh?
I didn't see the end of that, did I?
Nope.
No, you didn't.
No,
Oh,
technically.
Good for him. He can rest now.
Just a twinge of emotion. Like the first time I've really shown like much emotion. There's like it like flashes across my face but then disappears again.
At this point, I feel like I'm probably like, even though I'm like kind of sitting in the chair, I just probably like just fall to my knees onto the floor, just like in mild mumbling of like multiple like different things, like sort of one like two particular things that come to mind is the key and him the kid him. It's just constantly muddling between those sort of two, and it's just like looking at the floor, like sort of reaching out, like I'm
What
just like
happened?
sort of reaching for I I had it in my hand.
What did you
had-
have in your hand?
I can't. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do this? I like I was.
What did you see?
As much as I would like to charge for psychiatry here, I am a busy man. Would you like money or items?
I'm just holding my arm,
Osiris,
shaking.
Jakovra, and X, I'm going to leave this up to you. I'm taking Christine. I trust you make the right decision.
Alright.
And I just, like, kind of, like, try to drag her up to her feet and, like, pull her away.
The door opens for you as you like start to go, and then it stays open a bit. But yeah, what do you three decide for this moment? He's like, I've got the money right here, and he like literally walks around his desk and lifts up a box and just opens it, and you just see it's like full of gold coins.
I mean, that's a lot of money.
Or I can offer you any of my mundane magical trinkets from my hoard, or one of my rare specimens.
As much as I'd love items, I do think money would perhaps be better. More talking to the group, trying to come to a mutual agreement. Because at least with money we'll be set for whatever we have to do next. There's no guarantee that
There you
whatever
go.
items we get will be immediately
Pulls
helpful.
off the picks up the coffin, shoves it into you.
Yeah, like you go to try and discuss this with your friends. He's like, "Good, done," and just hands you the box.
I didn't even get a chance to ask about the prophecy.
I
Things
put the box
came
in the
up.
bag.
The tight fit.
As he
But yeah, like he just interrupts you as you go to ask Jakova, and he's like, "Okay, cool, that's sorted." Then he dusts his hands off.
As he then quickly. That's one.
And my documents will be downstairs.
I will lead you to them in a minute. Obviously, look over your friend's work. As he does, is like he like looks at her notes and is like crosses a thing out and then writes a couple down. He's like, "Till I've written off the Emery, the Duskview location as well as the Ghislaine, and added one within the wastes. There might be a trial for her there." He seems to have written. They've also written an annotation down below about where you can look for the other ones that are more hidden.
Very well.
And he hands it to you, and you all begin to start walking. He begins to follow. He's like, "There was that other thing." Yes. He 1 second, and he like pulls up the thing. He's like, "Yes, I've been meaning to ask you about this." And he pulls up an alert. I received this a few weeks ago. I won't read out to you. The Dwarven language is full of many expletives, mostly regarding me. But it seems like I've done something, and have you, through the use of my compatriots. And I was wondering if you knew anything about that.
Ah, yes, this. I was meaning to bring this up. So, when we headed towards the Scarlet Spear, right?
Yeah.
When we headed towards there, we had to cross through the Dwarven Expanse, going through a valley and a mountain range. We sort of fell deep and ended up in one of the, I don't know if it's one of, or the underground Dwarven city. And we were charged for trespassing because their laws are stupid. And Nerisian tended to open up his mouth, but there was a gate down there which we had found that cube we had on us fit in and opened.
Wait. It says here that there was a plague of elementals and undead breaking through the tunnels. And then,
Oh, that has nothing to do with us.
But you opened a gate
Yes.
with the cube?
Yes.
I'm gonna history check on my extra time there. Was there any other events? No.
He then, as you're like halfway through the door, he like snaps his fingers again, the doors slam shut. Please sit down and you take as many notes. Do you have my book?
Yes, I have your book.
It's the book.
He just like snaps his fingers at you, like, come on, hand it over.
I get that you're impatient, but this will only go as fast as however slow you make me do things.
He just snaps again.
Dragons, am I right? And I pull out the book from the bag of holding and I hand it to him.
He then opens it up and he asks you to explain in detail about what happened, and I'll have you all roll either you choose one person roll a history check to explain everything with advantage, or you all roll and you'll do some totaling as we jump to the other scene as he's writing down notes from your previous excursion.
Damn, if only I had my notes to give him.
Yeah. Yeah, the two of you
Ignore that.
the two of you leave. You helping pull Christine out,
Yeah.
and you make your way briefly down the hallway, I'm assuming?
Yeah, just try to get her somewhere like quiet, like just somewhere out in the fresh air, really.
She's like just like constantly like it's like her breathing hasn't like escalated like to the heights of what it has been before, but like it's just like
I wish I
quicker.
had calm emotions.
It's
But I
quicker.
do
She's holding her arm. She's shaking extremely. Like it's just like she can't focus as well. Like she's just being led across. It's almost like she could probably collapse at any point if you weren't holding on to her.
So you start leading her down the stairs towards the front door, and as you're making your way across, like you're trying to get her outside so you can get some fresh air into one of the large front gardens, you open the front doors, and immediately as like you reach for them, the two doors just open.
And you bump
And
into
very large man.
Very large man. And he's like, "Hey, what's the hold up, buddy?"
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. And you look forward and you see two figures. One very large Goliath, wearing robes like a priest, and a second about bit over like about a knee height of the man next to him. Another man dressed in robes. A gnome.
Halfling.
A halfling, sorry.
Both adorned in these silver vestments with these purple vestments with silver tread with the large eye in the middle.
I'm assuming I recognize that as
Yeah.
Tabris.
I
Yeah.
don't because
No, this is the big. Well, okay, if you for the brief moment your mind clears, you can tell these are definitely like worshippers of Tabris. But then you've got other things in your mind. So yeah. they're in the doorway.
I apologize. Sorry, we will be out of your way.
Oh, then yeah, sorry, big guy. Let them get some room, all right? Hey,
He like
are you
steps
looking
to the
alright?
side.
He like
My friend has just gotten some bad news.
He-
We just need some fresh air.
he grabs onto her and does a bit of magic. Doesn't seem to help
Like-
you, but
it's instant panic. Like when like she's like touched by someone else, it's just like no, please
alright,
don't, please
okay,
don't, please don't, please don't.
alright. Just holy man, paladin powers can't harm you at all. But yeah, sure, whatever.
Jake,
I appreciate the
She
help.
looks ill.
I believe these are the compatriots we were told about.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with them. We have to deal with the lion.
He looks down at you both and he goes, "Please get some fresh air, but please stay nearby." And he just like moves aside to let you both out, and then just walks in after you.
I just like I'm gonna take her to like the front garden or something because like out in the town would just be too noisy and busy anyway.
Then you can have your scene.
Find somewhere to sit her down.
Like,
Yeah,
it's sort of
there's benches and stuff, so you can find somewhere inside the hedged garden to rest. And yeah, do your thing.
it's just sort of like imagine like sort of as you just sort of sit her down, she's like look like sort of not looking around this terms of like panic. I'm also looking around, being like is there anything else like sort of thing like on like to process through this? Like she's on overload and to the point where like she's unsure what to say or do.
I think that's all the stuff that we have to deal with now. For now. Can you tell me what happened?
It was right after. It was right after everything. In Gislane, I went out one day on my own to the smoke. I needed to know. I needed to.
You went there, didn't you?
I held the key to her cell. He gave me the key, told me I could go see her. I questioned it. I didn't know what. I didn't know what he was doing or why, and like I wanted to so badly, but I was afraid if I did, something even worse would happen.
I always knew he was a monster.
I tried to like keep the key or like sort of drop it, put it away so I could grab it and maybe run. I don't know, like anything.
You didn't see her?
No. As I went to sort of, he told me like he was done. He put me on. He casted something on me. I picked up the key and I handed it back to him.
So as far as I know, like the care house has like mentally ill people, or do I just know that it's like
No, yeah, everyone. It's a common thing. Like the people who are either incredibly sick or like mentally deficient are cared for in the care house as well.
I get the feeling that maybe I'm probably piecing together a few things.
Possibly.
But if you believe I need to roll for that,
no, you can make any assumptions you want to make.
well,
I'm not going to confirm anything.
He's got all these people there, and the place is run like, and you said like that it's a cell. I think from what like I've gathered from that is that he's doing something to these people magically to alter their minds somehow, or like make them have like low intelligence or like low wisdom or something like that.
You can think that.
That's just like, or he's doing something to like basically like get them stuck there. Like if I know there's like mentally ill people there, then I'm going to assume that he's doing something to their minds. I kind of get the feeling that this whole care house is more of a jail.
I think he said something along the lines that she couldn't be allowed out. I think he was thinking about putting me up there too.
The only thing that we can hope at now is that she's been, as awful as this is, she's been there quite a long time and she's unharmed. So he hasn't killed her. So that means that she can be saved. But this man is far too dangerous. There's absolutely no way we can take him on at this point. The only thing we can do is inform Aki. Next time we're in Gislane, let him know. But even then, I don't know if he would be able to. Who knows what kind of magic this is? This man is incredibly dangerous. You are very lucky that you got out alive.
I know. I shouldn't have.
I'm not blaming you. I probably would have done the same thing.
Just after everything, after like just losing it.
You needed to know.
I couldn't. After the first dream I had, I had to. She said I thought I had something from her. I thought maybe I could do something. I crumbled.
We need to get stronger, Christine, and we need to stop crumbling under the pressure. We need to... If we're going to stop this, we need to get stronger and go back there. But you can't let this destroy you.
What? What can we do? What can we do?
Honestly, maybe some of his own magic against him. But we can't do it at the state we're at the moment. We would be destroyed. Or worse. But you can't let this destroy you. You need to get some strength from this.
I don't know.
Use it as vengeance if you have to.
No. I'm not letting that happen. Not again. No. Please don't.
Against him.
I don't want to do something like that.
We have to do something. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, like she's just like got that sort of wide-eyed, just either staring to nothing.
I just put the music pendant on her at this point. Like, I've spoken my words. There's
feel like-
nothing that could be really said that's going to like calm you down. So have some pleasant water music.
I feel like at this point, the scene starts coming to an end, as we fade back to the room where the others are all there. So what are you doing? Are you guys making the history checks individual, or are you doing one with advantage? And then who's making it?
I think I'll do it with advantage.
Go for it. Yeah, you give a pretty damn good recounting of what happens. Is there any information you want to try to omit?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Probably
It takes
like
you a few
trying to
minutes.
hide it from a dragon.
Yeah, maybe. It takes you a few minutes to go through and give him a recounting of like the encounter with the giants and the bulle, seeing the dragon falling through the earth, finishing fighting the bulle, finding the mushroom people, finding the gate, opening the gate, going into the gate, fucking around in the gate, leaving the gate, getting arrested by the dwarves, going back to their place, and all the way to the moment where you left Highview. He writes furiously the whole time, only stopping briefly to ask like specific questions.
Like the puzzle cards, like what did they say exactly? And generally you can try and remember. You might be missing a couple because it's hard to remember 7 random phrases you heard
From like
minutes ago.
a month a bit ago,
I
yeah.
wrote this down.
You wrote it down?
I think.
Well then, yeah.
Well,
Check your notes. If you wrote it down, you did.
If you write it down, then you say it to him, and he's immediately just like,
Yeah, I've got it.
Mhm.
Tiles, the dragon sleeps, the crystal rises, the titan rejoices, storm rages, the stars fade out, the divine falls, and the kingdom is split. And the northwest, middle west, the different schools of magic.
Yep.
yeah, he's
He writes all that down. He makes like his own little notes in like the margin as you're saying this stuff too. But at the end, he like finishes, sands the paper down, and taps the book to get it all out, and looks and closes the book. He's like, and yeah, go ahead.
This is very helpful. I have a feeling that we'll be needed to deal with this scenario. As your benefactor by accident in this regard, I am happy to assist you with this. It has been a field of study of mine for many a time, and I would love to see it work. But I might also need your assistance in aiding me with it.
In regards with that, we had a run-in with some very unique individuals in the Great Forest, and they said that these gates opening up can cause, well, the downfall of everything.
No, let's time for us to find the rest. Second, the cat's jumping across my keyboard. Interesting. Well, we know where one is now. If we can find a way to allow the king of the dwarves to allow us down there and fix it, we might be able to deal with the rest. But we're still missing 3 other gates and at least 4 other. I need to check my hoard. What's left there? At least 2 of the other keystones are missing.
Well, we'll probably need the other one back, won't we?
If they haven't taken it out of the gate, then yes, but
The
knowing
dwarves
them,
have it themselves, because when we removed it from the gate still remained open.
no, we'll need the gate. Yes, we'll need that keystone as well. We need to go. We have a lot to do now. A lot to do. I need to. Okay, first things first. Let us finish our business deal from before, and we shall discuss logistics of the other things when it's all said and done. Now, follow me downstairs.
He opens the door and he starts leading you all out of the room and to the top of the stairwell. We have to remember that large, wide. Do we still have the map, AJ?
Yeah, I think I should have it.
We can bring them, like, so you can see the layout of this house, like the entrance here.
It was a good map.
No, it wasn't.
One of our first maps.
Yeah, the 3rd map, I think.
Within that time, would it have been enough time for me to like head back in?
Yeah, this is the point, probably just to sync everything up, that you're returning.
Okay, cool.
So you're the staircase goes down to the middle and then comes back down to the bottom floor. Almost as soon as you guys step out onto this landing.
Yeah, you see this Goliath and this guy sort of leaning up against the thing. The Goliath seems to be like standing over one of these middle boxes, like peering over it, hands behind his back, while the gnome is like messing with one of the statues. The halfling. And as you see, he walks down and is like, "Oh, there you are."
And yeah, you all see these 2 figures. As they turn to face you, Jacoby, you very clearly see the eye and the scales. Not just the...
a trap.
Not a trap. They wish to talk with you. This will
Yes, I
help
got
you
that
with
much.
your goal. Apparently.
Good luck. He starts walking, he like turns and walks away.
Akfur the Virali, we're here to detain you under suspicion of serial larceny and murder. Not incarceration, detainment.
And how long would this detainment last?
Well, we need to take a couple hours trip down to the south of the city, to our nearest church, and have a bit of a conversation there. And you'll be detained until the conversation is finished.
Surely this could be somewhere other than a church.
Nope.
Jake has decided it is fitting for the conversation to happen there. Do not resist.
It would be best I go along, so
Your friends
Let's-
can come,
get this out of the way.
if you want.
Although, I would prefer you refer to me as Jakuvra.
Will do. Now, Jakova and Kerr, follow us.
So Zerosh darted back off, did he?
He just starts walking away, yeah. You want to say something to him before he leaves?
Quickly catch up to him, away from
Yeah.
the group. I know that our business is concluded for now, but I'm just curious on whether or not... Do you know anything about what a Titargus is?
Let me roll a stat for him real quick.
You mean Tiatagus?
However it is said.
Yeah.
It was like tires and like TIE fighter.
Yep, they're thought-form beings that are developed, usually known to usually familiars to well-known, well-regarded wizards of their own volition, able to provide information and learn things as such.
Interesting.
Am
Well,
I
strange thing
inside
to
the
have in my
building
head.
at this point?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wait until
as you're
Osiris is
entering,
done.
they're all walking down. Yeah.
Because I will probably run up, but like I'll let Osiris have his scene.
Yeah, he's just like looking at you like, Congratulations. Hopefully it goes well.
And yeah, he pats you on the shoulder and walks back into his study.
And I'll be right back.
Alright. So what'd you say, Tez?
I just wanted to approach Zerosh before.
To catch him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see these two ayahs are standing patiently. They're not like being like, come on right this second. They're waiting, so you can run up there and try to catch him again.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Should I wait until AJ's back?
No, fuck it, just go.
Did you ever get to hear the prophecy?
Which one specifically? There are a handful.
What I was supposed to do.
Was there one you were supposed to do?
As far as I've been told my entire life, yes.
Darren quickly search to see who knows, because you have a list of every character who knows.
Wow.
And he stops. He just like puts one hand on his chin, thinks for a moment, and goes, I know there was a prophecy spoken, I believe it was... it was spoken twice. The second time was in 882. I do not know. I believe it was just after, and he like turns and looks at you, a princess was born.
That sounds about right.
The first time was all the way back in 432. Though no one has seen the oracle since that second reading, so finding her to ask might be a bit difficult. Unfortunately, I have not heard it myself. But I'm sure you'll find someone who has.
I'm sure I will. Thank you.
Good luck. He's like, he continues his way back down. As he's walking down, because of where you are, so weird thing about Zerosh's house, at the far end of this right corridor is a painting from floor to ceiling of the same corridor. He just walks directly into it.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just walking straight towards it, and then just steps straight through the painting, and you see the surface of it kind of ripple a little bit, and then it resettles.
Cheeky bastard.
That's his fast travel.
Yeah, it literally is.
Probably. Well, on that, I'll just head back down to everyone else.
Motherfucker's been playing Super Mario 64 this entire time.
Pretty much. Yeah, you go down. Anyone else want to do something before you all leave?
No?
Okay. The halfling starts leading the way, and you see the Goliath just kind of watches everyone as you all pass. He's keeping very close eye on Jakova specifically, but he's not like ignoring everyone else. And then he starts following at the end of the group. And Jake, the one at the front, is just like, if you all got horses or anything, it might be useful. It's about 2 hours away.
I
How about
start
we just...
getting in on my cart?
I'll just grab my friend.
we couldn't make them go on foot for the punishment.
Why punish us for the sake of two?
Well,
As-
you
as-
said you had to come, they did.
Saying that, like, Jake like steps around a corner and comes back, and he's with a horse, and he's climbing. And goes, I don't want to walk. And he starts going on his horse.
I just go and get Christine. We have to go.
She just, lets you sort of kind of get her up from the chair, and she just slightly moves behind.
It's okay. We'll be on carriage.
Yeah, you all load into the wagon, I assume.
Yeah.
You start.
I was going to say, are they going to let me go in the wagon with them, or are
Yeah,
they
no,
going to make
fine.
me have to ride behind them on another horse or something?
No, as you notice, when everyone else get in the wagon, the Goliath doesn't get on anything. He's just still standing there. And when you go to hop in the wagon, he doesn't do anything. As the wagon starts going, he just keeps walking behind.
I'll make a passing remark to the Goliath. Yeah, they don't really accommodate us too well, do they, big guy?
They do not. And he just continues to walk.
Every day's leg day.
Exactly. You start going. He leads you through the town. You go around you don't go straight to the center. Instead, you go around one of the sides, and you leave via the eastern gate you came in with. Then you follow a road south. It takes close to 2 hours, and the whole time, The halfling at the front doesn't say anything. He's just riding in silence. And the Goliath at the back is walking, but keeping pace with the cart the whole time.
Permission
Anyone?
to do a history or a perception check to see if I actually know this place.
Oh, totally. You give me history. Yeah, you start to catch landmarks, things you remember.
Is it
and
a
you
bad
think-
feeling that comes from it, though?
It depends on how you feel, but you remember
Fire.
a night, fire, blood, and a road heading north to Andivine some 3 months ago. And that feeling sets in heavily when you see the mostly burnt down remains of the Church of Tabarus from 3 months earlier. And Jake, he pulls up the horse, he hops off, and he starts walking inside through the still standing doorway into the collapsed interior of the church. Do you follow?
I guess that's my cue. Well, you should all stay in the cart. I'll be back.
No, you can
Unless
all
someone
come
question
to.
us too.
It's more my advice as I get out and just start walking.
The Goliath that's walking after you, but he looks at everyone and goes, "You may join us if you wish. You are not barred from entry, and it is more than acceptable to view this if you would like. These
I
words might
honestly
be
don't
some for
think
everyone.
That there would be anything that I need to know.
That is your decision to make."
I'll go.
Yep. So you join them. Anyone else going with them?
I feel like after like a minute and a bit, I just sort of slowly get up, slowly make my way up, and just move towards it.
Annexes as
I'm
well.
the only person staying.
Yeah, you staying with the cart?
And seeing everyone else get up, she'd just be like, whatever.
They
Yeah,
lead
you
you-
were
I
all-
feel like
Go on.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like I don't properly enter. Like, I'm also trying to just sort of look out from the door, and there's like sort of upon realizing like I can't really hear anything, I'd probably slowly make my way through.
Oh, there's no door. It's like it's like a doorway. Yeah.
I mean, just like how far they're in is what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, they start walking. It's not a very big church, but when you see, like, you kind of stop in the doorway, Roman, and then the Goliath looks down, turns to you and goes, "We still have a little bit to go. We are not quite there yet." And as he does, you see at the head of the group.
Yeah, as they're walking, you see as you're going through what is the charred and broken remains of pews, the confession stand-esque little like wooden structures that are there. Eventually, you're moved into a side room that's close to the end of the church. A pushed over, broken bookcase lays flat on the ground as you all walk down the steps of what looks like to be, if it was covered, a hidden staircase. Eventually, you walk into this room that's just half of it is bar cells.
The floor is dirt.
The floor is
The roof above you is stone.
and a bunch of little stools remain. Jake grabs one, puts it like somewhere towards the back wall, and sits down on it, and like looks at you and nods towards him, allowing for anyone who wants to grab one to grab one. And I'll quickly just open my fucking door because the cat can't stay in or out.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to sit down can. And you're ushered into this room.
Lean up against a wall.
Yeah, the Goliath stands in the doorway, just like stock still.
I'll stand like right next to Jakubra.
Oh, I'm standing in the center of the room, so
Yeah, I figured as much.
I'm probably just sort of holding myself a bit near one of the walls, not too far from the exit.
damn it.
No one is sitting down on the seats.
Nope.
No.
I'm going to go and sit down on a seat.
Okay, you
Because
grab a
at this
stool.
point, it's just awkward.
You grab a stool and you sit down.
Sort of sits down. He looks towards Selena. She sits down. Like, nice place, huh? Like what we've done with it.
Yeah, it's got a very charred sort of.
Yeah, you can thank your friend over here. He turns to Jakubra.
More of acquaintance, but really.
Can't really growl, my fucking throat's dry.
You deny it, Akbar. Sorry. Jakurva?
Do you deny the fact that this place was used wrongly?
Please answer the question first. Do you deny 1 count of arson, 1 count of destruction of personal property, 1 count of destruction of private property, 3 counts of murder?
I am very familiar with these, yes.
And he just nods.
See, in any other scenario, my buddy here would be arresting you. But luckily, you hit the right sort of people we're looking for. We're part of what we call the Internal Reconnaissance Investigation Squad. We're here to make sure that people, like the ones you were killing, aren't running around the clergy doing bad shit. We call these people gavels.
We are judge, we are jury, we are not the executioners.
Yeah.
The gavels disagree.
And despite what you think about how bad and terrible people you are, killing the gavels is more in line with their teachings than the ones of Tavros. So I need to see if you're worth keeping around.
Are you trying to tell me that there is discourse within the eyes?
Yep. Not gonna lie about that. There are a few people who wish to see that they have absolute power. People let corruption go into their heads.
And then I assume you know the story that went on here.
We do.
Which is why we're talking.
That man did not deserve to live. He had no right to pass down those judgments on the innocent.
And you had no right to pass judgment on him.
Tabris is the judge. You are not.
Be good if I still followed Tabris, but until I find a way to prove that even he has the right to hand this down, that is my belief.
Well, let's say the clergy's not open to having you around, but we are. We need free agents looking around looking for these gavels and making sure we can get them legally dealt with.
You know a lot more than you're letting on, don't you?
He always does.
We've been on this for a while, months before you even started your whole thing back in the fiefdom.
So you're familiar with the church watching habits?
Indeed. We're trying to find the root, the one in charge, and get rid of it. Replace it if we need to.
I have but one question then. Are the people I freed from here alive?
They were taken care of by the Church of the Jingade clergymen looked after them.
I still don't agree with working for you, but I don't think you're giving me much choice.
You have 2 options, Jakurva. You may join us. While you may not believe in our path entirely, we do. We are here to stem out this corruption, and you have been doing that, though misguided as it is. If you wish to help us, we will see your charges overlooked at the conclusion of the events, as your work was merely done under the guise of the eyes of Tabris. If you refuse,
we arrest you. Long time in jail. And depending on who's your judge, the execution might not be out of the range.
I will do this, but understand why this is going on. I will be looking for my own answers.
Feel free
we
to do
expect
so.
them in kind.
But
I get the feeling yous aren't done with me just yet, though.
one more thing. We're happy to let you walk around and be free. We just want to make sure you don't go killing any more people. We need a liaison for you. Call him down.
You see the Goliath just turns, walks a few steps up, and just bangs on the wall, and you hear it like echo through the building. And then you hear footsteps coming down the staircase.
As you see,
Walking into the room, a large figure wearing armor and carrying a shield and a sword.
oh shit, 1 second.
Do you not have the art lined up?
I thought I put it in there. It didn't show up. Interesting. Let me get it.
Well, you know.
And yes, Iris, Dimitri.
Yeah, it's clever.
It's all ruined. Fucked it all up.
You fucked it up.
Start describing.
No.
You see a man wearing chainmail of purple in color with silver trimmings. As it.
Do you have it or not? I can just keep talking.
Yeah, keep talking. I've got it. I'm just.
Now, you see a man wearing chainmail, purple trimmings, carrying the shield at his side, and a large sword. You see that in the very center of it, the symbol of the eyes of Tabarus, the scales with the eye in the center, as this red-skinned fellow walks downstairs. And you all see standing before you a hobgoblin.
Mother,
Oh shit.
did you?
I hope this loads.
It's probably high quality, which is why it's gonna take a while to load.
Does this man look familiar?
It better not be a Judas Priest reference.
Indeed, it does.
It is 100% a Judas Priest reference.
You
Who?
sort of remember him.
It is very large. Zoom out.
Awesome art.
Oh
Uh,
shit.
You can make a history check if you want, Jakarta.
Ah,
That's cool.
Does my luck fail me?
You briefly remember a individual back when you were training in Absolem. One of the few individuals you did not see right to bring your blade to. And Dimitri,
Yes.
if you'd like to introduce your character.
You see this hobgoblin walk down. Gently cricks his neck. Takes a cursory look at the audience, and then looks steadily at Archibald.
this is Judas. Someone
Was it
that you left. He's not particularly happy about what you've done, but he's promised to pay nice while he's working with us.
Sure, that's what he wanted.
It's
He
pleasure
is a-
to be working with you.
He is a paladin with sworn oaths. You may have broken them, but he has not.
Well, it's good to see you again. Again. It's probably not right to call you old friend.
In time, you may call me that again. Question.
Yeah.
What form is that nice little otter in? Is it an otter or is it a fiend?
It's an
Probably invisible.
invisible thing.
Yeah, it's invisible.
Okay. Alright, that's alright. Is this all of us?
Looks like it.
Okay.
Nods.
Is your reaction still any good?
Oh, yes, it is. Just in case, because I am,
Is he
we're
in the
going to
combat?
divine sense.
Oh.
As you do, everyone, as you look around, you see as a purple eye, similar to the one on his shield, appears above his forehead.
That's cool.
On his forehead, and they seems to like move around and look as if it was a normal eye, and it pings 3 people. It pings Christine, Anaxara, and
The imp.
the imp.
I draw my sword immediately and I point it towards the. What is that foul creature doing in this church?
Would it be
And
convenient to
immediately
say at that
stand
same
in
time I was... Sorry. Would it be convenient to say at that same time I'm about to throw my punch at him?
You want it here? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oy, yikes.
21 hits.
You strike him in the
Yep.
face.
I'm not going for damage, it's just to test his reaction.
You strike him in the face as
Yep.
he pulls his blade out, pointing at the thing. At which point, Judas is like, at which point Jake is like, Judas, if we didn't know about it, why wouldn't we dealt with it before?
I don't trust that.
You don't have to
That's
trust
fair.
that. You have to trust us.
I get that. I apologize.
He turns
Alright.
to you and X is like, if your little fiendish friend dies in any of his attacks, the church will compensate you with the necessary requirements to resummon him.
Oh my god.
Nice.
We understand the risks involved in our job.
Familiar insurance.
Exactly.
Can I get that?
I'm gonna ask an Infernal to the Imp. Do you need a translation for that?
No.
There's a reason I chose Infernal.
As he looks at you. Now, I don't necessarily trust you, but I trust you get the job done. All of you working together and hopefully not killing each other in the end. You're free to go. For now. But I'd like for both of you to remember these one thing. Two things first. Start where you started from. Might give you some more clues into the Gavels. And secondly, and both him and
The Goliath.
Goliath speak in the same tongue. We are the judge and the jury.
But not the executioners.
And they both live. Leaving you
Judge.
alone.
We're the jury, not the execution. And I put my sword away, back in its sheath.
And that's where we're in session.
Sweet.
Yay! I'm back, guys.
Yeah, congratulations.
It only took weeks.
So
Months.
don't die next time, you know?
We had to save the cows and the farmers, okay?
Hey, you wanna know what? I'm good at executing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope
When he was
you'll-
like, don't kill each other.
I'm already on my way.
It's okay, Annex has familiar insurance now.
I've got a pep talk for my sister to go killing, so you know.
So how did everyone like the getting arrested puzzle?
It's pretty cool.
I completely forgot about
Getting
the whole.
erected?
Arrested.
I forgot about the whole thing. Getting Azeroth to remove the curse.
I did not.
I completely forgot about that part. I was like, oh yeah, he mentioned that.
Yeah,
Right.
before everyone closes it. Did you add 5,000 gold to your sheet, Osiris?
I did. It's in my
That's
book.
a lot of mannies.
Yeah, you can divvy that out as you all want, but that's a thing.
That's a lot of mannies.
What are you confused about, Mira?
Oh my god.
I'll just mark the 50 platinum coins in your... The 500 platinum coins in your thing. So
Oh,
don't
no
forget. Nicole?
Yeah,
They're
just
not a
wanted
cult.
to say.
Their religion.
I've been sitting on this art since like the week after I died.
I know you
Yeah.
have been. I know you have been.
It's very pretty.
They're a
Good.
cult of personality.
I noticed he's married.
Maybe you'll find his wife one day. Or
Maybe
Maybe
you'll
husband.
find his wife one day. Or husband, don't judge.
Hey, he'll have better luck than I will.
Or engaged person. You know, there could be neither.
But yeah.
I'll probably have to get some of that stuff from the end. Transcribed.
Yeah. Thanks for joining
Cyrus
us.
was still listening.
I hope you all enjoy what happened, because we did. We've been sitting on a couple of these things for a while now.
Was not expecting to go back to that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought that'd be a very fitting place for the whole them talking to you.
Yeah, now the whole party knows. Great. That means next session there may be questions.
Indeed. But thanks for joining us, everyone. I hope you all had fun, because I'm sure everyone here did. We had good combat, we had good roleplay. It's going to be a very fun time for everyone. Tomorrow is going to be the first session of Bayonetta 1 at 10 PM. Come join me there. It's going to be lots of fun. Tuesday, more Payday 2. Wednesday, more Bring Us Farms. Probably one of the last 2 or 3, depending on what we do.
Oh yeah.
And then Thursday, more Pokemon. Again, one of the last 2 or 3, depending on what I do. Thursday is going to be... That's Thursday. Friday is going to be session 26, I believe. I don't think we had another one. Of Icewind Dale and the Frost Maiden. They're in for sad times there. So hopefully they don't get sad times anymore. And we'll be back in 2 weeks for session 20. Big old 2-0. of Echoes of the Forgotten. Do any of the stream people have stuff to do?
No.
Not at this current point of time, no.
No. I think by hermits he was talking about the trainees. Mira. There's a whole thing going on. It'll probably be discussed next week.
There's a lot of technical history between Judas and Jakuba in a sense, but
Yeah, and there's also things even Jakova doesn't know.
mm-hmm.
Well, that might be discussed next week, or whatever these guys are gonna do next, because we don't know.
We have no fucking clue, so we're gonna prepare a bunch of stuff and hope you do one of them.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow, and everyone else will see you at some point. So, bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Ciao.
See you later.